Hel- Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first edition of the Battle Dojo Tournament, hosting the brand new Heaven to Ocean Tournament, which is a tournament dedicated to showcasing some pretty high-level play, but we got some new teams here. And, hi, I am Jay King. I'm joined by Drew Mar. How you doing today, dude?
Hey Dicking, I'm doing really good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Definitely excited. I've been looking forward to this for a while when I was reached out to. So I definitely think it's going to be a pretty exciting event. But yeah, I think we got a pretty interesting first match, which is going to be Heaven's Reflection versus Seasickness.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really exciting. I think I've heard of Heaven's Reflection somewhere. I've heard the name before. It's not foreign to me, but I've actually never heard of Seasickness. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how this goes.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious. I was about to say, Heaven's Reflection definitely does sound familiar. Seasickness, I'm not too familiar with, so I can't really say a whole lot about them. But overall, I'm very curious to see what we have in terms of maps as well, because I know this tournament like will later on. I don't correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it might run off a counterpick system. I remember reading in the rules.
Not sure.
But okay, it does. But yeah. Ooh, we got some pretty interesting maps to start out with. We got Splat Zone's Robo Ramen as the first map here.
Yeah, that's a classic now. Ever since that got introduced, that's been pretty much run in almost every single tournament I've either played in or commentated in. So
I was about to say, so for many who don't know, I took a break from the game for a little while, so I don't know. I'm not too familiar with maps like Robo Ramen, so Drew, you might be able to tell me a little bit more about it.
yeah, I would say Ramen is easy top 3 map in the game. Like it's probably not even a competition. This is just such a good map because there's actual flanks. Crazy, I know, Splatoon 3 map with flanks. No
What?
one would see this coming. Yeah.
Inkable walls?
Inkable walls. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Just so many different routes any teams can take. You can go under the bridge, you can go across, you can go half and half or stuff like that. There's just so many different paths that you can actually take. That's why I feel like it's just you're gonna see zones ramen everywhere. You're gonna see ramen everywhere in every single map. It's pretty much.
I was about to say, I'm kind of expecting ramen. I knew it was a very common zones map from a lot of tournaments that I've personally watched, but overall, I'm very curious to see what teams might pull out here. I think we might see some pretty typical comps, like we're probably going to see some shots as well. I wonder if we might see some pencil. I don't know if it's still as strong as it has been.
It is.
Because,
It is.
okay, thank you.
It is.
Again, I'm still active in the scene.
Still
I haven't commentated in a while.
You're out of the loop. Double Zuka pencil. There it is. There it is. That's how I catch you up.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you. I knew Zuka was still as overpowered as ever, but
Yeah. Zuka got really strong by like when was it? Like end of September, I think it was.
I think
started to pick up steam, and then I feel like there was like a cooler buff eventually along the line there, and then Pencil started to get really strong. It's crazy how Pencil would go from like the worst weapon in the game to one of the best in the span of like 9 months.
That was something I always found funny, is that the weapon went from like one of the worst in the game, like when it was first released, to one of the best, and that's just something that made me laugh. I'm just like, why is everybody like playing this weapon, even though I remember it being bad?
Yeah,
like,
no, it's literally it's because it's literally the best weapon in the game.
Yeah, that's completely fair.
Yeah,
I can't really say a lot about it since I was a shot player, so. I know how busted Zuka was. Like, was it? I don't know if it was considered like the strongest weapon for quite a while in the game. Like, wasn't it like kind of mediocre at times?
It was above average. I'd say it's always been above average, but
okay.
I was one of the very few who did not fall down the V-shot rabbit hole once that became meta, and I stood my ground and I still play Vanilla Slash. So I am actually proud of that. I did not devolve with the meta, so I'm happy about that. I'm glad.
That is completely fair. Oh god, we don't talk about the beginning meta of Splat 3 where it was just Crab Tank.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah, that was indeed a thing, but
I got dogged on for that. Like I'm being so for real. My friends playing me for that. Like, fair enough. The thing is, I've been playing Splash like even since like 2020. Like even before it was like meta. When I just played it casually in Splatoon 2, I still was playing it.
Yeah,
so, you can't really be that mad.
I like the way Splash played in Splatoon 1, where it had like the suction bomb and suction bomb rush. I don't know, that was just a fun weapon, but I do kind of like how it's seen like a much more aggressive weapon in a lot of the newer games.
Oh, I tried
So
playing
that is pretty
Splash
fun to
and
see.
I tried playing Splash in Splatoon 1 like a few months ago, and no, I can't do it. The jump RNG, I can't do it. I literally can't do it.
Oh, I forgot the weapon has no.
It had jump
It had
RNG.
jump RNG
It
back
had
in
jump
Splatoon
RNG.
1.
It's like Squipper. It didn't have the mid-air charge. It's
God.
unplayable. It's unplayable.
I think it was funny. I actually enjoyed Squiffer back in Splatoon 1, even without the mid-air charge, but that's just me personally.
My Splatoon 1 opinions really do not matter. I'm being so for real. But yeah, it's looking like we're having a bit of lobby issues. We should be going eventually. But
Yeah, I think we're just making sure everybody's getting in, just having a few issues. But regardless, we definitely hope to be getting started soon. I feel like the second map as well, from what I saw, I believe it was Tower Control Inkblot. I'm a bit biased towards Inkblot. It's one of my favorite maps, just in general. Like that's probably like a basic pick, but I don't know. I just like it. It's something about it just hits in a lot of like different ways, especially on Tower Control. It's just a fun map.
yeah, that I really love Inkblot too. That honestly, yeah, it's what can I really say about it? It's a good map. It's a good map.
Yeah,
Can't say much
definitely.
about it. Yeah.
So I think we might be having a potential change in schedule. I don't fully know what is going on exactly. I don't want to say anything wrong just in case, but I think we might have something going on in the background, so we might potentially have a map change. So again, don't quote me on that, however.
Yeah, we're just looking at trying to figure it out ourselves. We have no idea.
Yeah,
But-
we're just kind of chilling. We're just kind of chilling, just seeing
Yeah.
how everything's going. But I was about to say I don't know what the maps are gonna actually be like. If we go into like round 2, I don't know if they're gonna be different or anything. Or they might try and keep it like kind of similar.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So we're
Okay.
just gonna potentially move on to round 2 then.
Yes. It looks like
Alrighty.
it.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Not a problem at all.
Yeah, so it looks like game 1, because of all the time that this has been taking, it looks like Seasick is taking game 1 of this.
Yeah, I believe Seasick is going to take game 1 on that one, but I believe we will have our second round getting readied up very soon, which is going to be, I believe it's going to be Half-Life
Is it?
versus Ink in the System.
Is it?
I believe
Actually,
so.
I think it is. Okay. All right. Yeah.
I was about to say, these two teams, I don't know too much about. Ink in the System sounds familiar, but...
Both of these teams sound familiar to me.
I was about to say, Half-Life... Both of them disbanded. Gotcha.
They're both disbanded. Okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
Fair enough. Yeah. You see a lot of teams just disband, but will play like one last tournament or something, or just will randomly get back together for one tournament. It's like when I was playing. What was that? I was playing from the Cup last night, and I was looking through all the teams that were playing in it, and I just see Bitterling is playing it, who has been disbanded since like May of last year.
Oh my
and I'm
God.
just like, okay, so that's happening.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just like, huh, cool, all right. But
just sitting there like, this is a little weird if I don't say
Yeah.
so myself.
yeah. And what's funny, one of the Bitterling members is on a new team, Shark Bites. They were playing in it too, and
my
she wasn't
God.
playing for them. So I'm like, oh, okay.
I love that.
That's that. So yeah.
Yeah.
From the Ink Cup was fun last night.
I was about to say, I've never gotten the chance to play for the Ink Cup purely just because, like, whenever I was seeded for Ludi, I was always like around Div 5-6, so I'm already past the
Almost higher than
threshold for
I.
it. So
Yeah. I haven't played Ludi since like season 13.
that is
So,
completely fair.
Yeah,
Ludi
I didn't play. It's a
I don't know,
commitment.
It's hard.
Like it is a commitment.
It is.
'Cause I think when I was doing season 13, I was doing that and CCA at the same time.
Oh God. I don't even
So
remember
that's a commitment. So it was yeah, it's rough. So yeah, I
was about to
think
say.
I was like season 13. I think it was like Div 8.
Mhm.
I'd say I'd be around that or Div 7 now. But yeah, honestly, my second from the Cup last night, and my teammate gold bracket, which is kind of crazy.
Let's go.
We go crazy.
We take a little pop-offs.
We take a little pop-offs. We finally finalize our roster. We can take a little pop-offs.
Yes, sir.
Literally, what was it? I think we started like it was like Scorch Rainmaker. One of the shots over pushed, and I literally proceeded to get a triple off it in the first 20 seconds. That felt great. I was like, we are pushing this. We are pushing this right now. We are going as far as we can.
Dude, honestly, like if I was in a tournament situation like that, if anybody was in voice chat with me and something hype like that happened, I'd literally be screaming my head off like,
oh, I kind of was too. I was literally like, three, push.
Like Splatoon is just one of those games. Like I haven't played too many games competitively, but like I have tried to do like ranked and stuff. Like Splatoon just hits different when it comes to like the competitive side of it.
When you do something crazy and like if people are watching that, it's absurd.
Literally.
It's so good.
It's
like the best feeling. It's like a complete adrenaline boost. It's like a complete ego rush.
Especially if it like happens to your teammates are like they're with you, they're like hyping you up. I'm just like, oh,
yeah.
It's so satisfying, man.
Yeah, just getting that ego boost, always good.
Honestly, but yeah, I believe we're just a little update for everybody. I believe we're getting everybody in the lobby right now. It's gonna take just a little bit, but we should hopefully be getting the match very soon. So we sincerely apologize for the delay, but as you can see here, we got the map list currently, where it's going to be a pretty interesting one, with the first match being Clam Scourge, and then it goes into counter picks.
Yeah, and I'm going to be so for real. I don't know how counter picks work. We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure it is if the team that loses, I
think it's like
the team that loses gets
takes
the counter pick to try and take it for.
Is it like they pick the mode and then
no,
like,
they pick. I believe it is.
Or...
No, I believe it's both. They pick both mode and map.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correctly. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had to deal with a counter pick. Because I've never gotten that far in a tourney, so. Yeah.
Most of the tourneys I played, I've never really encountered like with counter picks. So.
Yeah. But game one, Clam Scourge, game one.
This one, Clam Blitz. I like Clam Blitz, like compared to other modes, but the problem is crack and cheese.
Yeah.
Just
yeah. I can't be too mean on it because my team is running it, so.
No, that's completely fair. No, that is completely fair.
Like we can't, like you can't just dog on the meta if you're using it.
No, I'm not saying you can. It's just like
I mean, you still can.
When you play Clam, you should expect it. You should expect.
Yeah.
You should expect that.
There's been like a few times where I'd run a Clams game either in a tourney or in a scram and be like, oh, we're actually playing Clams this time. No team has a Kraken. Cool. We actually get to play the video game.
What?
I know.
Playing Splatoon. What is that? I don't
playing
know.
Splatoon 3 as intended. Crazy.
I don't really think there's an intended way to play.
There's no.
I think that's the funniest thing about it. I remember, but like Kraken like was so broken on tower control, and then they had to nerf it just because.
Oh yeah, they did. I forgot about that. Yeah, it was that broken. Imagine like, Kraken had tower cheese still. Two modes would be broken by that.
I don't even want to imagine it.
Dude, when I saw that Kraken got announced to be coming back, I was silent for 5 minutes out of fear. Like, genuine fear. I was like, oh, no.
Just sees Kraken just sees Kraken.
Just see that trailer of Kraken getting used, I'm like, no, we're not doing this.
For anybody who knows this reference, who's watched that SW2 dude's old Splatoon 1 videos, the flying Kraken. The flying Kraken.
Oh my god, oh my.
I don't know if anybody has seen that.
I've played Custom Range Blaster within the last few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I want it. I want it in this game so badly. That is so fun.
It would be. But yeah, on a bit of a different note, we actually do have everybody in the lobby, and we're getting everything set up now. So we will be getting our very first match. So I'm definitely excited about this because it's been a bit, but yeah,
25 minutes. Yeah.
And even then, I feel like we've been doing a good job at just like keeping something going. So
we've been yapping. We've been yapping. Us and us, professional yappers. I would say.
That's kind of the way. That's kind of
just how commentators are. We're not commentators. We're professional yappers. We're not even.
We are professional yappers.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
Whenever you check out, whenever you look at Twitch chat and see why are these people yapping? I'm sorry, it's our job. We gotta yap.
You want to stream? You want to hop on the mic?
Oh my god, it definitely can be like something that is just where you're just sitting there like, oh god, I don't want to do this, but it can be fun.
Yeah,
But yeah,
definitely.
as I say that, we ooh, bit of
Really good
interesting. I
match.
think I was about to say we got Tower Control Museum, so I think we
That
might have had something change
is.
up a little bit.
Yeah, probably. And looking at
Yeah,
both
here
these
we
two
go.
comps, it's looking like both teams are running that vanilla slosher with that triple ink strike. What's really
Ooh.
interesting is I believe that is this side of Ink of the System is running Zukalus.
Yeah, they're running Zukalus, and they're actually running a dualies in this case, and definitely think it's going to be interesting as the Ink in the System is starting to get into a pretty tight position. As one does get taken out, they're going to try and yoink. One of them just jumps in to yoink the tacticooler and then immediately just jumps out.
They were able to get him, but it's actually kind of impressive because I thought they were like heavily. I thought they were dead. I would be so for real.
Just
but,
the speed that they yoinked it at, just like,
yeah.
all right, I'm going to take this later.
Yeah, you jump in midair, you just proceed to be already jumping out. But it looks like the Half-Life is actually mounting a very strong push, already getting past checkpoint 2.
Yeah, the pressure that they have is just really strong right now. Ink of the System is trying their best to really get in. They are going to be able to get one onto the shot there, but the strikes are going to come out, kind of stall it out a little bit. Divya currently with the dualies, they could potentially try and find something, as we do see the Zipcaster popping. Everything's kind of going crazy, especially with Tactical, but no, Zip's actually going to be able to get caught out midway. It's not really going to get them much value.
Yeah, but there are 2 specials charged on the side of Half-Life, and the Inkstorm is popped from that Nautilus, but the Zuka is also charged and ready to go on the side of Half-Life.
Yeah, they're definitely doing what they can who are on the side of Half-Life, but they're going to have to kind of regroup for right now. As 2 do unfortunately go down, but luckily the shot did have the cooler buff, so he was able to come back with the Zuka and able to get a stray shot there onto the pencil.
That is Splatoon 3's meta in a nutshell right there. That's how I always like to call it.
Pretty much.
You see a Zuka kill from across the map that really doesn't look like it should have killed?
Oh,
Meta.
there it is.
There it is. Yep.
It's just the nature of Splatoon.
Oh, there he goes.
Just get one good flank and you're pretty much just screwed at that point. But
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Ink in the System really just having a bit of a hard time trying to find anything here with the way Half-Life is playing. Ooh, Dusty trying to do something there, but the pencil of Ink in the System is able to do a lot, getting 2 picks there, getting a full wipe over onto Half-Life, but I think they did have the cooler buff, so they did manage to respawn pretty quickly.
Yeah, definitely. And Ink of the System is probably going to try to mount a push of their own. They do have 2 special charges. They have that strike, and they have that grab that is popped on the side of Divya on that right side. As 2 are down on the side of Half-Life, trying to get another. The Ink strikes in a corner right there, that V shot, but is able to barely escape as Ink of the System starts to mount their push finally.
I was about to say, that was starting to get into a really scary position. Like, Ink in the System is just able to hold them off pretty well, but we do see the Zipcaster trying to get some sort of value there, but no, with Core, going to be able to get the Zuka, just trying to stall it out, but getting into a bit of a tight position, trying to just hold something here, but the Slosher does know where they are. However, they do have some assistance from the Nautilus there, as the strikes do come in. Not going to be able to find any picks at the moment. Shot going to try and push up, but they do get taken down. 2 going down on the side of Half-Life with Ink in the System. 3 going down on the side of Half-Life. The last one is Monsoon, just hiding right now. I don't think they notice where they are.
Yeah, but the Zipcatcher is popped a bit. Zipcatcher does go down, and the System does have possession of this tower, it looks like. But they probably are going to back up, and that looks like it's going to be the push. Only 10 points away from taking lead.
Yeah, that was definitely a bit of a scary spot for Half-Life, but they were able to play it pretty well and just get them out of there. So it definitely does play well into their favor with the Zuka coming in. 2 currently respawning on the side of Ink in the System as Half-Life mounting another push here. They're probably going to try and charge up those specials pretty quickly.
Yeah, and we do see that Pencil just trying to charge up that Tacticooler, just painting so much of that Ink of the System plat. And it looks like they might be close soon. They do get a pick right there on that Slosher. The Zuka is charged from the number of Half-Life, as 2 are down on the side of Ink of the System. And it looks like Zuka is popped trying to get 1. Takes 2 shots, is finally able to get 1, it looks like.
Yeah, that pencil over on the side of Ink of the System is applying a lot of pressure, but unfortunately does get taken out by the Slosher. Some very good picks there, as two currently respawning over on the side of Ink of the System. Half-Life getting another push here. Core going to be able to grab the Tactical. They're getting really aggressive, but not able to find
Ooh.
much. But at the same time, with the two going down, they do have Tactical, so they're going to be able to come back still strong as ever with Velveeta trying to get something here. Ooh, are they going to be able to get the jump? No, they're not.
Ooh.
They're not going to be able to just come in and take them out there, increasing the push again for Half-Life.
Yeah, and the double Zuka from Core on the side pretty much seals any chance of a comeback on the side of English System, but we do see with that Stamper seeing what they can do. Zipcastering towards that pencil, but it's gonna be too late as Half-Life takes game 1.
Oh, that was such a scary position. Like they definitely, Ink in the System definitely tried to do something with that Zipcaster there. However, the problem was I think they just got a little too distracted, and unfortunately, Half-Life was just able to take it from them. However, that was a very back and forth fight at the same time, taking it pretty much to the whole 5 minutes. So let's see what actually happened here in this like very last second.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for the zip, which is what happened there.
Yeah, honestly, that's pretty much what I'm waiting to. We do just see some scuffles on the plat right there, and we do see Dusty with that pencil, just seeing what they can do. But they are taken down by the enemy pencil right there.
Yeah,
From
that was the wipeout that Ink of the System had. Ooh, very good Zuka shot coming out from there for Core over on Half-Life, but I'm surprised they survived that entire ordeal where they were able to just really get that bomb and just stay alive over on the spinner here. So,
yeah,
all right, and we do have that final moment where, yeah, unfortunately, we're not able to get the jump in.
yeah, we do see the double Zuka. There it is. Welcome to Splatoon 3.
Splatoon 3 in a nutshell.
Yeah, pretty much.
Overall, though, I definitely think Ink of the System did have a really good push. About midway through, I think it was, where they were really able to push it over to Half-Life, but I think the problem was Half-Life just really is able to coordinate a lot of their pushes a little bit better in terms of defense as well. So I feel like that's starting to play into Ink in the System's downfall a little bit, where they really have to try and get themselves back together when it comes to a lot of the pushes, especially depending on what they choose for the next map. So
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see what they decide to go with, because it's all a bunch of different options of what you can do. But both of these teams were playing really well. Both of them had very good pushes, but it's looking like game 2 we are going to Hagglefish zones.
ooh. This is for any E-leader. This is basically their dream map, especially if they're going E-leader, as I can personally say.
I have seen, since the most recent season came out, since Fresh Season came out, I have seen like 2 to 3 vanilla leaders. I'm being so serious.
Oh boy. So something we are getting notified of is that round 2 is actually a best of 3. So if Ink of the System or Half-Life wins this one, then they move on to the next round, and Ink of the System will be dropped down to the lower bracket. So just making that aware, considering because of the maps, but overall, I think it's going to be pretty interesting. What exactly both teams will do. I feel like Half-Life might kind of keep their comp, because I really do think it worked well, especially bringing in that Nautilus. Nautilus is just a strong weapon in general, regardless of which version you play.
Yeah, it's such a good weapon.
I remember it was like so strong in 2 because of Suction Bomb and Jet that it had. That was insane.
That kid was great. I did not follow comp in Splatoon 2, so I'm not the one you should be asking about, because I just played my Splash and Mini and Tri-Slosher and
that is completely fair.
in my own little corner. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but
right.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but
we see a Rapid Deco actually coming out for this one.
Vanilla Splash. Ooh.
Ooh, Vanilla
Splash. Vanilla Splash. Ooh.
Oh, I was about to say, that's your weapon. That's your weapon.
That's my weapon. That's my weapon.
I was about to say, so you're probably gonna have a little bias towards that, but
little teeny tiny bias. Big bias.
Big bias.
Big bias. Yeah, do you see the shot? The Splash Sharkman right there. Just started some burst one. Able to get a quick pick right there with an assist. We do see Vert with that Stamper, of course, trying to go around, thinking they can get a pick on the enemy Stamper. Just sharking on that left side. Are they going to get bombed out? Almost. But they will finally get bombed out as Half-Life takes zone first.
Ooh, the shot is making a big flank over on the side of Half-Life, but it's not really going to amount to much as Ink in the System is going to be able to take 2 picks over onto Half-Life. We do see the zip come out. Are they going to be able to find a pick? They're going to try it. They're just getting all over the
Ooh.
place, but no, the pencil is going to be able to take him out. Very good play from Dusty there. As the tactical is popped, the lead could potentially swap really quick there for Ink in the System, but Half-Life doesn't have a lot of penalty to work through, so they can definitely do a lot here.
Yeah, still following Dusty on that jet, and we do see $5 footlong with that pencil on the other side. That's one of the best names I've seen in a while.
No, I haven't heard something like that in a while, but seems like they're just gonna kind of regroup. Ink in the System just has to play a little bit safe, especially with the Stamper kind of being in a really tight position with the way this Slosher is. Trying to go for a zip. Probably could have saved it to try and get something going. It is gonna lead to a bit of an unfortunate splat there, but Half-Life is just applying so much pressure to Ink in the System right now with the jet. Gonna try and do something. The zip gonna be able to come back out. I think they actually had the tactical buff, which did play a little bit into their advantage, but seems like the zip wasn't really able to find a whole lot.
Yeah, and it looks like Pencil's trying to be able to paint over that zone. Half-Life just looks like almost complete dominance throughout a lot of this game, but it looks like they are able to get into neutral. And this could be close, but it looks like Half-Life does still have control. They're back into neutral. Is Ink in the System going to be able to paint it over and get the penalty points for Half-Life? And one is down on each side of the splash, and the pencil both down on each side. It's just a complete brawl in neutral right now. But Half-Life comes out on top and takes the set.
Oh, that was such a quick ending there. Like, we saw the Zipcaster immediately come out along with the Crab over on the side of Ink in the System, but Half-Life was just able to really hold that down. So, very well played from them. But Ink in the System definitely held their own pretty well against Half-Life. So, very well played from both sides, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. We can go over here with Vera with that sniper, just trying to get some picks off anywhere, just seeing what they can grab, but they are taken down right there. But we do see.
Tried getting out, but the Slosher was just like, nah, you ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, it's like, nah. Like, nah. It's like, nah, I'd win.
Yeah, nah, I'd win.
Nah, I'd win.
Nah, I'd win.
I feel like every time I commentate now, I have to reference nah, I'd win at least once.
Nah,
I feel obligated. I feel obligated.
It's funny. It's funny.
It's funny. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, I think we see here kind of like the very last fight. Everything is just kind of going a little crazy. Half-Life is able to hold it, but it does get taken out. We do see the Crab is going to get popped, and it is going to find a pick over onto the Splash, but the Slosher is able to get a lot more aggressive and take out the Crab, but the Zip is just getting them out of position with the pencil being the only one left. It just kind of left Ink in the System with a little bit of a penalty there, so.
Yeah, that was a complete brawl in mid in those last like 15 seconds. Just who is gonna be able to cap the zone? It's just complete chaos. Just paint going everywhere. You just have no idea.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but yeah. Half-Life takes the set, and I believe we are going to what is it? Winners round 3 coming up eventually.
Yes, I believe so. I believe yeah.
That's finals.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's a bit of a smaller tournament this time around, but regardless, it's definitely seeming like it's going to be shaping up to be pretty interesting. So I'm very curious to see. I believe we are yeah, I believe we're going to be getting into counterpick as well. I don't know what team. I know Half-Life is going to be moving on to winners, but I don't know what team they might be going against.
It'll either be between Heaven's Reflection and Venusi Buff.
Yeah, I was about to say, Venusi Buff is a bit of an interesting name, but it's very recognizable players. We have players like 5th Gen, Twig, Potato Luna, all of them. They are, it's good. It's a very strong team to say the least.
Oh, absolutely. I think I remember watching them in, I think it was Level Up like months ago, and holy cow, that was crazy.
Yeah, they are some pretty insane players. I think actually, back at Riptide, I think it was, I actually had an opportunity to like play random matches with them. This was like when all the stations were set up. And it was so funny because we tried playing with just the Switch like shoal thing, but oh my god, it was so bad because everybody was trying to play with like pro controllers and the delay on everything was so bad. The shoal, dude. Don't even get me started on the shoal. It was so funny, but
there's always issues at lands.
Yep.
Nothing can ever go smooth. I think one thing that I remember vividly at LAN, I think it was like, I think my group was going. We were doing our sets, and we finally finished our set. And I don't know how long it took. It probably took like a half hour. So I go over to Basil, one of my good friends, and we're like, "Hey, how'd your set go?" He's like, "Oh, we haven't started yet." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Dude, are you gonna start your set?" It's like, "Yeah, Arashi's been having issues for like the last like 45 minutes." I'm like, "What?" Like,
no.
you guys haven't started yet?
You're just sitting there like, what are you
like,
doing?
There's always something.
It's just the nature of a competition. There's always something.
Yeah, there's always something in a LAN. It's just how it is. Especially with the LAN with like 300 people, there's always something that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Splatoon LANs are just interesting in general, honestly. Like, it's fun, but I'm also
They're
sitting here
fun,
like,
yeah.
what is going on?
Yeah. It was like walking into Riptide last year. I was like I walked into this Smasher. I'm like off to the side, and I'm just like, what?
I know.
Like that was like a football stadium. That wasn't even a tourney. That was a football stadium size room. That was insane.
It legit was. And I think it's interesting because like the Splatoon room was like so different from what they had the previous years. I don't know if you've been to any of the previous Riptides.
No,
but...
I've only been to Riptide last year. That's the only one I've ever been to.
Yeah, so the way that they had the Splatoon setups was actually much different than they had
I
the
think
first 2 years I was there, where like it was both teams kind of side by side on like one central stage, and they didn't have like the monitors and everything that you could actually see like all the players' cams individually. Like they didn't have
I think I saw like old streams from like 2022, and like the setup was really different, but
yeah, it was definitely interesting. So. All right, so I just got a quick update about Heaven to Ocean versus Venusi Buff. Venusi Buff takes game 1, so seems like they could potentially have a chance to move on to go against Half-Life, and to essentially whoever goes down to the lower bracket between Venusi Buff and Heaven's Reflection goes against Bottletail Clan. So
yeah. Are we going to be going to a quick break, or are we just gonna get through it? Alright.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
I think we'll, for the time being, we'll just go ahead and send it to a quick break. So definitely stick around, but we will be back in just a bit.
Prior notice, God for you. We wanna make this party you don't wanna skip. Gonna be a show to remember. Take over, start to boogie down. Make over, nothing's gonna take away. My life was over when it started with that shoot at the black walking. I'm getting names over. That you can get away with skeletons in your closet. Don't think so. We can't reveal the truth up to the public. With your hands up, time to surrender. Take over, start to put it down. Make over, nothing's gonna fit the way. My life was over when you started with that shoot at the white walking. I say it's over. has driven you out of truth. You only played yourself, got no game, serving you right. Say your prayers now. Take over, stop to put you down. Make over, nothing's gonna fit the way. My life was over when you started
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to H2O. We have a very exciting match coming up. We have winners round 3, which is going to be Venusi Buff versus Half-Life. And Venusi Buff, obviously, it's not a familiar team name, but a lot of familiar players. These guys are strong, to say the least.
Oh, absolutely. I've watched Potato. I've commentated for some of Potato's set. Does not miss.
I was about to say
Oh,
5th gen and
really?
Luna. 5th gen and
Yeah,
Luna as
5th gen,
well.
Luna, Twig, Potato. Such strong players. It's ridiculous. Like, it's absurd.
Yeah, but basically what it was Venusi Buff won 2-0 over Heaven's Reflection. So whoever wins this match goes on to the grand finals, and then the loser of this has to go against whoever is the winner of so first we got to go over Ink in the System, which I believe actually won 2-0 against C6. So unfortunately C6 is out of the tournament. So Ink in the System is either going to have to go against Heaven's Reflection or Bobbletail Clan, and then they will have to go against whoever loses against Venusi Buff and Half-Life. So I definitely think it's going to be pretty interesting to see who we will have as our grand finals match.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be really interesting. And winners finals, which we are watching right now, is a best of 5. So you need 3 wins to be able to move on to grands. And we are going to finally going to be starting with Claim Scorch.
Yeah, I was about to say, this one we actually will have the counter pick system in place. So we will be able to see what exactly the teams are going to choose. I believe everybody's already in the lobby, so we're kind of getting ready right now. But yeah, Scorch Gorge, Clan Blitz, as we talked about before, definitely a very huge crack and cheese map. But overall, I really want to know what exactly we might see. Obviously, I feel like we're going to see some pencil still. But,
Yeah.
See, as a former Charger player, I would love to see something that's like, I would love to see like a vanilla Charger or like a Zekafin, just because I like seeing them play.
Yeah, you don't see them that often. I feel like you're either seeing pencils or leaders. So it's going to be interesting. I feel like Luna, of course, is going to pull out her trusty V-Shot.
I was about to say,
pretty much a given.
We're pretty much good at like V-Shot is one of those weapons, like it's good on every map. Like
Luna's been playing V-Shot like since like day 1 of this game though. So it's like,
yeah, that's completely fair.
Yeah, it's like predicted the meta before it even happened.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Shot's always kind of been in meta. We don't talk about the K-Shot though from Splat 2. I remember so at Riptide 2022, what for like one of our very first Riptide 2022 was like literally on the release date of Splatoon 3.
Yeah, I know. I've heard a lot of stories. I've heard a lot of stories about that.
Yeah, we held a bracket for that, and when we actually had to play Splatoon 2, I was immediately like, I forgot why this game infuriates me, because the amount of BS that I managed to do, like, I was playing C-Jet on one of our maps, and I got like a 5-man feed with like getting 2 with a normal shot, and then getting 2 with Stingray, and then getting another one. Like, this weapon is dumb.
Wasn't it Burst Ray?
It was Burst Ray, yeah, and then it was Toxic Mist missiles with the.
Oh my! Who allowed that? Who allowed that to exist?
Nintendo, apparently. They allowed it. They're like,
so many Splatoon 2 kits are just.
K-Shot was bad because of its kit. Like it was a good weapon. The reason I say it's bad because of its kit is because it was so annoying to fight. It was suction bomb missiles, and because of how good the pain output was. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, you had that. You had K-Shot. You had Julie's with burst missiles. You had V-Mini with burst missiles. You had a lot of weapon with burst bomb and missiles.
Yeah, that's kind of just the way it's been with the.
You had Tri-Slosher with burst armor. Who thought that was okay?
Oh my god, I remember when that weapon was like so strong back in like the early days.
Yeah, I played that. I can't say anything. But it's looking like Venusi Buff, of course, going with a double V-Shot comp, and we don't see the pencil from that side. Instead, we see Potato on the ballpoint.
I was about to say, Venusi Buff is actually bringing out the ballpoint. So I personally enjoy ballpoint. It's definitely a very fun weapon to watch, but I'm really curious to see how exactly they're gonna kind of adapted here, especially because Half-Life is going to have that cooler, so they can definitely do a lot here, but they are going to still have cooler at the same time with that zap. I feel like it's going to let them be a lot more aggressive as Twig is getting directly up in their face, but Core is going to be able to get a good pick there. 2 going down on the side of Venusi Buff. 1 going to be respawning. I think they're going to have to do a quick jump back as the ball point and the shot kind of have to try and regroup for at the moment.
Yeah, we do see Potato with that ball point just getting pushed up a little bit. Is going to get taken down, and the Tri-Strikes are out from Half-Life. 2 are down on the side of Venusi Buff. Zuka is charged from the V-shot. I don't know which one exactly, but Half-Life gets the first score of the game.
Yeah, they are able to get the first score, but Half-Life has to be careful because of the shot on the flank right now. But at the same time, they are able to get a decent amount of clams, and 1 is going to be able to safely jump back. However, the flank is going to get taken down by the Wiper there. Wiper going to go down over on the side of Half-Life, but that is still a really good lead to start out for Half-Life. So, Venusi Buff could potentially find something here, especially popping that cooler now. But at the same time, Half-Life is really together. Ooh, the shot getting taken down midway.
Yeah, really strong. And I'm realizing that. Ooh, I am realizing on the side of Venusi Buff, they're running a triple suction bomb.
I mean, Suction Bomb is still an incredibly strong, it's like one of the best subs in the game. And not to mention they're also running Fizzy, so they can definitely do a lot of chip damage as well.
Oh,
It
yeah.
plays into their benefit a little bit, but ooh, we got a 2v2 situation, 1v2 situation over on the side of Half-Life as Venusi Buff is going to pop the Zuka. Luna could have potentially got a turnaround, but no!
Almost.
Couldn't get taken down, but that was scary for Half-Life.
I think Luna did get the indirect on that, though.
Yeah, I was about to say they got the indirect, but it didn't really amount to much, which did kind of put them at a disadvantage. But Half-Life is going to have the pencil currently respawning. They're going to be able to get the jump in. Are they going to be able to find something here? Yes, they are. The hammer is going to come out over on the side of Venusi Buff. No, it's Half-Life. Venusi Buff doesn't have a hammer. Ignore it.
It's confusing sometimes.
It can be.
It can be, but 3 are down on the side of Venusi Buff. It looks like Half-Life is going to start mounting a push immediately. We have the... I believe that's the pencil with the football right there, and we just see a whole bunch of skirmish towards the basket, the Venusi Buff basket, and we're pretty much just gonna have to see how this goes, see who can get the picks first.
Definitely, we do see something trying to amount here as the strikes do come out over on the side of Half-Life. Going to be a one-on-one situation. 2 going down over on the side of Venusi Buff. They could potentially find something here over on the side of Half-Life as they do have 2 power clams and 2 specials. We do see the Zuka is going to get popped. Are they going to be able to find a pick? Ballpoint is going to go down. 2 going down on the side of Venusi Buff. This is going to be a good push for Half-Life here as the hammer is going to come in. Going to be able to get the point there for the hammer. Going to be able to get a lot of points there. This could potentially lead to a knockout if they can play it well.
Yeah, and it looks like that is going to immediately be a knockout for Half-Life, who takes game 1 of the set.
That was a dominant set there for Half-Life. Oh my goodness.
that was something. I feel like Half-Life was just talking to us saying, "Don't count us out just yet."
Yeah, they definitely.
Am I the only one who thought that? I thought that.
No, I feel like they were saying don't count us out yet, and I definitely think it worked really well in their favor. I think their comp worked a little bit better to their aggressive nature because even though Venusi Buff did have a lot that they could have worked with, I think the thing that really gave Half-Life a lot of advantage was just the amount of cooler output that they had. Like, the amount of coolers that they were able to place down and constantly give themselves, like, a lot of advantage, like, it definitely did a lot. And also the hammer coming out for Half-Life, that really helped them in a lot of situations.
Yeah, hammer will either be the special that immediately gets killed in the first 2 seconds of popping it, or will wipe a full team and there's no...
Literally, as you say that, like, right there, the hammer just runs through and just stops 2 of them.
Hammer is either the best special or the worst special, and there's no in between.
There's no in between.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, I'm definitely curious to see how Venusi Buff is going to try and bring it back here, as we do see their counter pick, which is going to be Tower Control Museum, which we saw earlier in the tournament. So definitely wonder if we might see some similar comps coming out from both sides, or Venusi Buff might try and change up something, especially going into this map here.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting what these teams decide to do. I felt like the ballpoint was a good pick, but it just wasn't, I feel like, used to its best potential. If you know what I mean?
Yeah. I definitely think the ballpoint was a good choice, like especially bringing in that jet. But I feel like they really had to try and capitalize on a lot of the pushes, especially using cooler. Like that's something I think they really had to try and capitalize on, like Half-Life was doing, where they were able to just really keep the cooler output coming. And Zap, amazing painting power and allows you to be a lot more aggressive. But the way that Half-Life was playing, they just were really well coordinated there.
Yeah, and we are going to be getting into it already, and we do see the custom leader from Pateo.
Ooh.
Yeah, a custom leader now.
Interesting choice for tower control. Like, it makes sense at the same time because you can, like, slightly stall it out on the tower, but at the same time, probably the beacons are going to be able to provide a lot. But Vanessa Buff pretty much keeping the same comp as they did before, just swapping out the ballpoint for that leader as Half-Life is going to make a little bit of a change here, choosing to swap out their Viper for a Squeezer there.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting, but I feel like Squeezer can work, but there already is a pick from that Zuka right there. As one is down on each side, and we do see more Zukas are popped on each side. Both teams are running double Zuka.
Ooh, the Zuka getting 2 on the side of Half-Life. 3v1 for Vanessa Buff right now. Luna is just in a very tight position. They have to try and figure out something. They're be able to get a pick. No, they're not. They're going to get taken out pretty quickly there for Half-Life, giving them a really quick advantage. Ooh, the Squeezer is just so aggressive right now, just really applying so much pressure.
Yeah, definitely. We do see these cooler is popped from the pencil on Half-Life, and we're gonna see Potato try to go for some. Potato was able to get 1 pick, but is gonna go down to that suction bomb right there.
Ooh, that was a very good double pick there for Half-Life. I believe that was the pencil being able to get 2 there as Vanessa Bell. The 3 going down immediately on the side of Vanessa Bell. Oh my goodness, Half-Life is just running away with this game right now. Luna is currently the last alive, trying to stall it out. They are going to be able to get a pick, but they're going to get immediately traded out there by the other shot. So Half-Life, their coordination is really strong right now. Like, they know how to take these team fights and are really just not giving any pressure.
Oh my, oh!
And then another pick coming out, getting picked onto Delta there as 2 go down for Vanessa Buff.
The Zukas! The Zukas! Are they gonna get it? No!
They're not gonna be able to get it!
It doesn't look like they're gonna be able to get it. We do see the shot is gonna go down and the push is ending at 3.
Oh my god, they were trying their best, but Half-Life is just, like, Vanessa Buff was able to stop it, but Half-Life has so much potential right now, especially being at 3 points just away from getting the knockout. Like, at this point, Vanessa Buff basically has to go for a knockout.
Yeah, almost definitely. You gotta get so close to a knockout if you just want to win this game. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what the members of Vanessa Buff try to do.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what they're going to try and do here. They're probably kind of just like, they're probably just trying to feel out how these guys are going to be playing, how Half-Life is going to be adapting. Luna is going to be able to get a little aggressive, get the pick onto the Squeezer there, but they're going to lose a little bit of their special as Vanessa Buff does have 2 going down. They do have the cooler, so they're going to be able to respawn pretty quickly. They do have the Kraken to potentially survive, but they're going to get pushed off the tower by those strikes. As the Kraken is going to get popped, and they're going to try and get some sort of push. 2 going down on the side of Half-Life. Kraken getting insanely aggressive, but the shot is going to be able to avoid it. All of them are going to be able to avoid it as 2 go down on the side of Half-Life. The pencil is currently alive. Luna getting very aggressive right now, trying to find a pick on the 1. They are going to be able to have the pick onto the Squeezer, but
are they going to get a pick on the pencil?
By the shot.
Ooh, barely misses the pick on the pencil twig with that V shot. Just trying their best. We do see Potato is on tower, and they are able to get past the 2nd checkpoint.
Yeah, they are able to get past the 2nd checkpoint. It's starting to be a little bit of a scramble here for Half-Life as Vanessa Buff is going to be applying a lot of pressure, but the Zuka going to be able to get through.
Oh!
3v2 situation as everybody on Vanessa Buff does go down, even though they have the cooler. They're just in a really tight position with Half-Life can potentially just try and push him back at this point.
I think that was a delayed wipe, honestly.
That was a delayed wipe, even
yeah.
with... Oh, they got one Kraken! Half-Life fan is just going crazy with this shot right now, and they're gonna force Vanessa Buff to jump back and regroup.
Yeah, Vanessa Buff was able to get a very strong push all the way to 27, but that's not enough when your opponent already gets all the way to 3. You're gonna have to get a push further, and it's gonna be really difficult to see what they can do in this last minute.
I really think that Kraken was just popped a little too late. They got picked off right at the end there. 2 going down on the side of Vanessa Buff. Luna trying to do something here, but no, they're going to get taken out. That is going to be another delayed wipe as the Kraken is going to get popped. It's going to try and get them off tower. They are going to be able to push back from it. but they're going to be able to push the Kraken off constantly. The Suka is going to come
Look
in,
at
going to be able
tower?
to get Suka, but one is going to go down on the side of Venusibuff.
Oh!
It's going to be almost a full wipe, and Half-Life takes it 2-0 already. What was that?
What was that? I don't know. You want to answer that? Because I have no idea.
I don't even know what that was. That was the what?
Huh? The what? The what?
Half-Life is just playing like absolute monsters right now. They're just really applying so much pressure to Venusibuff right now.
Oh, absolutely. Especially with all of these Zukas just being popped one after another. It's insane. It's just like you can't keep up with it.
Honestly, with the way that it's going right now, Venusibuff is just being pushed against the wall. They really have to try and do something. We see here that their push was really good going into that second checkpoint. But ultimately, Half-Life was just really able to play a lot of strong defense there and just kind of push them out there. So we do see it is a 3v3 situation, 3v2 as the Kraken does get picked away as soon as it's getting popped. So then here we got the whole situation that happened at the end.
Yeah. I tell you what, that Kraken just trying to keep on tower, but is able to get picked up, and then there's two from that shot.
Oh, what happened was like they were trying to get up onto the tower, but the shot was just holding down.
Yeah.
Was just holding fire, so like both of them popped up and just got immediately taken out.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
especially going the same direction, that really didn't like do a whole lot for them. Probably could have tried to do something where it's like kind of split up onto the tower, but at the same time, ultimately, Half-Life was just able to take that pretty commandingly.
Yeah, definitely. But game 3, we're going to Rainmaker Crab Leg.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
This is a strong crab map. I don't know if anyone plays crab out of these 8 players, but this is a strong crab map.
I
It's
feel
also
like
a strong
there
leader map.
I was about to say, I feel like there could potentially be some sort of crab being popped, possibly over the side of Half-Life, because if I remember correct, no, it wasn't Half-Life that did it. It was Ink in the System that actually brought out the crab. So,
Yeah.
like that's ultimately what I think, but we could potentially see one. But at the same time, they might potentially just go with like their typical comp, because that's been working for them. They don't really see much of a reason to change it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's just kind of how everything goes.
Definitely. So overall, I don't know what exactly it's going to turn out to be as we go ahead and get into our third game for this set. If Half-Life wins this, they take the set pretty commandingly.
And we do see the ballpoint coming back again from Venusibuff, but we're
It's the
seeing the
Nouveau
ballpoint Nouveau. It's the Nouveau version.
It's pretty much similar comps to what we had. Venusibuff is kind of running what they had in the first game, but Half-Life is running basically what they had last game. So I feel like Half-Life really knows how their comp works and are gonna try and do something with it. But fortunately, one does get picked off pretty early as the strikes are gonna be coming in. Potato trying to find something here with the ballpoint. Two going down on each side for Half-Life and Venusibuff. Venusibuff trying to get a pretty quick checkpoint here. They're gonna have one holding at core, gonna be able to get that pick. Just halting them in their tracks.
There's a very strong hold from core right there. And Rainmaker is in a bit of a tough spot, but it looks like the members of Venusibuff is able to get the pick, and we do see a trade right there on that side. Luna is able to get another one. Pops the Zuka, tried to get another. One goes down to the ink vac. Luna still has that Zuka charge, isn't going to be able to get anyone from it, but Venusibuff gets a quick push all the way to 43.
Yeah, this is that was a very good push over for Venusibuff, especially being able to get past that checkpoint. Like that in my opinion is what really can make Crab Leg a really hard map to push on, is that initial checkpoint. But ultimately, they were able to really take it, and the strikes are going to be able to stall him out just a little bit. 3 going down on the side of Venusibuff, with a few kind of respawning right now. Zuka going to be able to come in and get the ball point there. This could potentially be a push for the checkpoint. 3 going down. I don't know if they did pop the cooler, but they don't really have a lot to really work with, as Core is going to get pretty aggressive here. Going to be able to hold that right side flank. Is just holding Twig in their tracks. Core going to get taken out, but it is going to be a 2v2 situation on both sides. 1v3 situation. Despite that wipe, they already got further than Venusibuff there, so that plays into their advantage pretty heavily.
Yeah, it looks like Venusibuff is just going to let it reset there and just try to take up as much space in mid as possible, just see what they can do. They have 3 specials online ready to go, and they are going to pop the vac already. They are going to pop one of the Zukas, trying to get anything from them. Is able to pick off one right there. 2 are down on the side of Half-Life, and are they going to go for a push? Looks like they are.
It looks like they are, but I feel like their push might not be as effective, especially considering they popped the vac. They popped the vac before the push even got started, which really can play to a bit of a disadvantage. They don't have a lot to really protect with, as Twig is trying to just get a little bit of cleanup, but Half-Life is going to be able to chase him down and get the pick there, as Lights is playing so well on that Squeezer.
Yeah, definitely. Squeezer is such a scary weapon to play against because it just has so much range, and it has a Zuka for extra range, and it's like, what can you say?
It definitely was. It was a really strong weapon, like, in the very beginning of the game, and it still is now. So it's one of those weapons you never want to take lightly. But we do see two going down on the side of Vanessa Buff, another going down on the side of Vanessa Buff. One is going to try and get up with the cooler. It's going to be, I believe that might be the Zap. I'm not fully sure, as Dusty is going to be able to get the pick off with the Rainmaker there. They're trying to get something going. The ballpoint is going to be able to get the pick. But Half-Life has such a commanding lead right now that Vanessa Buff is just on the back foot right now.
And those Zukas are just getting so much damage. 3 are down on the side of Vanessa Buff. Are they going to be able to push it even further? No, but they fall! They fell! They're going to have to go back again!
See, even though they did fall, Half-Life has a lot of advantage. The Zuka not going to be able to get anything, and they're going to be able to get a little bit more. The pencil is currently the last alive on Half-Life. A minute and a half left in the game. Vanessa Buff has to try and do something. Is the ballpoint going to be able to find a pick? I don't know if it is, especially with the way that the pencil is playing. The Vac going to be coming out pretty early, which is a bit of an interesting choice there. Not going to choose to save it for when they could potentially get an actual push, but could potentially get a full wipe if the Zuka can, if the shot can potentially do something here. The Zuka not going to be able to find a pick, and the shot does unfortunately go down.
Yeah, and it looks like Vanessa Buff has very strong control of mid. Half-Life is gonna have to push up. Twig does drop over on the snipe area. They are very close to a Zuka 2 special charge, and Twig does have that Zuka ready, locked, and loaded. Trying to get a pick, able to get one on core right there. Seeing if they can get another. Trying to get one more is not gonna be able to. So for real, thought that was gonna be a triple collat.
I
thought that was going to be lined up for a triple collat right there, and I was about to lose my mind.
Ooh, the Squeezer could potentially find something. The bomb is going to take them out. Half-Life is 2 down. Vanessa Buff could potentially find something here. They're going to try and get a bit of a flank. The Vac is going to be
the Vac.
They could potentially find something here. No, Delta's just
going to
get
it
directly.
Oh, 1 point! 1 point! Oh my gosh!
Half-Life can just take it and run it back. They're not even going to worry about it. What was that hold?
1 point hold as Half-Life takes the 3-0 and moves on to Grand Finals.
What an upset from Half-Life there. Oh my god.
That was absurd.
Oh my goodness.
Let's say, granted, Half-Life is the number 2 seed in this tournament. They 3-0'd the 1 seed in this tournament.
Even then, the way that they played was absolutely insane. Like, the commanding just pressure that Half-Life had, especially in the beginning, like in the later parts of the game, as you can see here, like they were really able to get a lot of aggressive angles and just really take the lead pretty commandingly. And the just can we just talk about the hold that they had at the end of the game there? Like that was absolutely insane.
That was absurd.
That was, oh my god.
I want to see that Twig Zuka, because I want to see. That was so close. It looked just right for a lined up collat. Like I'm being so for real. I was like, oh, that's a collat in the making. I
thought that was gonna be a collat, but it wasn't.
I'm praying that we're actually gonna see it though, but it doesn't look like it. We're gonna see the final push right here.
I mean, even then, this final push is still hype.
Yeah, the back was very strong, very good use of back, but 3 of them go down, and the wipe finally gets picked, and yeah, that's game.
The vac was taken down right at the last second there.
If that vac lasted like 1 more second.
Yeah, the vac
sometimes it's smart to actually fill up the vac so they don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
But it's risky. It's a high risk, high reward, because they could just shoot it at you and you're just dead.
Yeah, that was definitely a interesting match to say the least. Vanessa Buff is gonna be upset by Half-Life there. Half-Life just looking insanely strong, honestly, and just overall, I'm really curious to see because depending on who wins between Ink in the System and Heaven's Reflection is currently 1-1 on that set right now. Whoever wins that
Oh,
is
it's
going to have to
1-1
go
now?
against Vanessa Buff. Yeah, it's 1-1 at the
Ooh.
moment.
Okay, yeah, last I checked, it was 1-0. But all right.
Yeah, I was about to say, definitely going to be a very interesting match to say the least. I don't know. I was about to say, depending on the seeds, it seems like Ink in the System is poised to potentially take it over Heaven's Reflection, but they are getting into Game 3, so it's definitely going to be pretty interesting what they might achieve here. If they might have a chance to go against Vanessa Buff. What was that? I thought I heard. Gotcha. All right. Well, with that being said, while they're going to be finishing up Game 3, we'll be taking a quick break. So when we get back, I believe we'll be getting into the final losers bracket match, and then we'll get into grands. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the first edition of Heaven to Ocean. We are going to be getting into our first losers round match, but this is going to be losers, the finals of losers. Sorry, I'm a little bit scrambled right now. But yeah, this is going to be losers finals here. Whoever wins this will be going against why am I blanking?
Half-Life.
Which is Half-Life. Yeah, they're going to be going against Half-Life in the grand finals for a bracket reset if they win as well. So I definitely think it's going to be a very, very exciting match here as we have Vanussi Buff versus Ink in the System.
Yeah, this could be really interesting. We did just see Vanussi Buff in that last set go down to 0-3 to Half-Life, which is very surprising, but I feel like I think they're gonna be just fine. I feel like they just gotta shake off the nerves a bit, warm up, and just lock in.
Yeah, I feel like they definitely are, honestly. Vanussi Buff, like, I feel like they definitely can do a lot on this one, but at the same time, Ink in the System could potentially pull out something here, but this one is going to be a best of 3 match as we have our first match, which is going to be Tower Control Hagglefish.
Yeah, I was actually just gonna see if it was best of 3, but yeah, TC Haggle. You see this a lot. You'll see it in a lot of tourneys. It's pretty popular. I enjoy it a lot.
Hagglefish
But
in general is just one of those maps that like allows for a lot of flexibility, regardless of the mode you play.
yeah, is this the first time we're seeing Ink in the System today?
I
think it is.
I think it is because if I remember correctly, our first match that we saw was Heaven's Reflection was gonna be Heaven's Reflection versus Seasick, but then we went to Half-Life. It was
No, we saw Half-Life and Ink in the System.
yeah. So
So this is the second time we're seeing Ink in the System today.
yeah. So we kind of know how they play, but I feel like they might try and adapt something going into the second game here.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see what they decide to do. This best of 3 is not a counterpick best of 3, so we have all 3 maps already lined up for us for the best of 3.
Yeah, I think it is going to be a best of 3. I don't think there's going to be any counter picks. I believe counter picks and everything is going to be when we get into grand finals. But overall, I definitely think it's going to be a pretty interesting match as we're going to be getting everybody into the lobby here. I believe we're just waiting on one more player, and then we'll be able to get everything started and see how everything goes with this upcoming match. I feel like the way that Vanussi Buff was playing, I feel like they might go some of their common comps that we have seen, like bringing out the ballpoint, the double shot, and the zap potentially. But who knows? Maybe they could change it up, and we might not know it.
I feel like we're just gonna have to wait and see what they decide to do. They could just stick with what they've been doing, keep that tried and true double Zuka zap, either ballpoint or leader combo going. Or they could switch it up a bit. Maybe they could switch in. One of these teams could switch in like a blaster or something. Blaster's very strong on TC.
I was about to say I would love to see a blaster. Like I don't know. I love seeing like blaster play. Especially if it's like something like range blaster. Seeing like really good range blaster play is just so satisfying.
Then watch me play TC. That's pretty much how it is.
I bet. Hey, get on tournament then.
Hey, I'm trying. A few months ago, I think it was all for one TC. I literally got a triple with range, and they barely missed it on stream.
No,
they missed it. I was sad, but yeah.
No,
that was the last time I pretty much played range seriously on the tourney.
That's completely fair. I enjoy range blaster, but I definitely think like it's definitely a weapon that needs a lot of like quite a few improvements. I want a decent kit for it. Like I do like the
Slap on Kraken.
Game.
Slap on Kraken. Slap on
Yeah.
Kraken. Slap on
Yeah,
Kraken.
pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's all I want.
I remember when Range Blaster had bubbles in Splatoon 2, one of the kits. I think it was curling bomb bubbles or something like that.
That does not even sound like a good kit. I'm gonna be so for real.
Yeah, it was a little bit rough. I believe the second kit, which was actually better, but still a little bit meh, was Suction Bomb Rain, which was really good for chip damage in my opinion.
Oh, I don't like that actually.
Yeah, I liked that kit. It was fun to play, but
And then of course
especially if you really knew how to do like chip damage and like capitalize on things like Rain. Like that thing could be devastating.
And of course the third one with
Burst Bomb missiles.
Burst missiles. How many weapons? Let me look. How many weapons had burst bomb missiles in Splatoon 2?
There was there was the dually, the original Splat dualies, and also V-Mini.
I'm looking.
I'm pretty sure it was those two as well.
I'm gonna look at weapons with burst bomb first.
Okay, okay. That's just like what?
Then Grim Range, Dualies, Mini. Okay, that was actually it. I felt like there was more.
Nah, I'm pretty sure that was it. I don't
Yeah.
think any other weapons.
Okay, but Aerospray with burst booyah.
Oh!
Dude, if that happened in this game, no, I'm not playing Splatfest. No. It was a 190p burst booyah.
Yeah.
Are you insane?
If it wasn't obvious, we have a lot of complaints about some things in us.
We have a lot of complaints.
We have a lot of complaints. We love this game, but
We complain because we love the game.
Exactly. We complain
Yes.
because we love it. We love playing the game, but we can complain because things are sometimes a little BS.
How many weapons have burst on Splatoon 3?
Hmm.
6. 6.
I thought there was more.
Not counting
What the-
not counting order splatling as a separate 6.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Alrighty. Well, as we say that, we're gonna go ahead and get into our game here, which is going to be Tower Control Hagglefish, and is going to be a best of 3. So first to 2 points wins.
Yeah, oh, you got your Zeco fin.
Mhm.
Anyway, and we got a rapid we got a lot of different
I was taking a drink, of
weapon
course I couldn't
pegs.
react as soon as you said that.
we got a lot of different weapon kits. We have 5th gen with that wiper. We have Potato going with that Zeco fin.
we do
And-
we actually see a carbon deco, which we haven't seen yet in the tourney.
Oh yeah, and we see Velveeta with the rapid deco for that
Oh,
inkjet.
direct shot.
Wow.
Gonna get the assist. Ink in the system already getting a little bit of an advantage. Twig is going to be able to find one. 3 going down on the
Wow.
side of Vanessa Buff there. As Ink in the system is going to be able to take something pretty quick there, but this 2 immediately going down.
Wow.
That was a double shot from the Jet.
It's a complete brawl in mid. I feel like that's how every single Hagglefish match starts off. It's just a complete brawl in mid. Just so many kills going at the exact same time. No one's able to start a push because too many people are down. But eventually someone is going to come out with a push, and it's looking like Vanessa Buff is going to do just that.
Yeah, we do see Potato. Ooh,
No!
but no, that was unfortunate.
That was so
Tried to get
close.
something there, but unfortunately does get taken down. Oh, this could potentially be a bit of a delayed wipe there for Ink in the system, as they are going to be able to take it. The Pencil is going to hold this tower. They're going to be able to take a quick lead. You have to be careful, though. The Zuka is going to come out. Not really going to be able to find a lot, as the Charger does apply a lot of pressure. There is going to be one on the flank as well for Vanessa Buff. That is going to be the Wiper, but they're not going to be able to find a pick. They are going to be able to get one over onto the Blaster, as there's going to be a 3v3 situation once again.
Yeah, and that wall of tri-strikes from Potato. That was literally a complete wall. No one would be able to get past that.
Literally, it's splatter color screen, but can actually kill you.
Yeah. There's actually been like 2 times where splatter color screen has actually killed me, and I'm ashamed of that.
You know it can do damage, but like...
It's because I took so much damage before running into it, it just killed me. It does 30. It does 30 for comparisons.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I know splatter color screen can do damage. Ooh, good shot.
Zukas.
Twig. Taking out 2 has... Ink in the system is going to be struggling a little bit with their respawns. They have to try and just regroup at this point, especially with how aggressive Vanessa is trying to play.
Yeah, we do see 2 down on the side of Vanessa Buff. Some specials are tried. We do see the stamp, I think, was popped by 5th gen. Yeah, we do see that on that left side. Just seeing what they can do. Guts the throw and a great headshot from 5th gen.
From downtown, good lord.
No.
We do see the Carbon trying to find something there over on the side of the Ink in the system, but they're going to have to jump back, getting themselves into a little bit of a tight position as... Ooh, I think that was
The
a
crab.
Charger shot there.
You know another damage amount that's actually really surprising?
What?
You know when you bump someone with a crab
Yes.
in ball form? 40 damage.
Jesus, that actually
40.
did more than I thought.
It's 40 damage.
Ooh, Divya
You-
trying to do something there with the crab, but is going to get snuck up on, I believe, by the shot. It's going to be Luna going down as Vanessa Buff does have to kind of regroup, and Ink in the system could potentially find a little bit more something here.
Yeah, we do see Twig with that Zuka all ready to go. Is going to pop it, trying to get one, takes one shot, takes a second shot. Are they going to be able to get the... Oh, tries to get the Inkjet, is not going to be able to, but the Inkjet still does go down.
I'm saying it now, hitting an Inkjet with the Zuka shot is so satisfying.
Dude, I hit an inkjet with a sniper shot last night on one of my teammates, and I screamed at the top of my lungs. Like that was like.
I did
was
something
like,
like that at Riptide when we were playing in one of our matches, and like I was
Do
screaming
you
my lungs
do you
out.
remember at Riptide when we were commentating? When we saw Skep kill an inkjet with a blob.
Yes.
Do you remember that? That was
amazing.
absurd.
That was absurd. That's just the things you see in this game, honestly. But as you can see here, Inconsistent still kind of being put on the back foot right now, as Vanessa Buff does have a lot more aggression. Ooh, one is going to go down, getting pushed up a little too far. Bazooka going to try and find something, but oh, it's going to be able to get the flick over to 5th Gen, getting taken out pretty quickly. As two go down on the side of Vanessa Buff. Inconsistent could potentially find something here, but they have to be careful of that charger. They are going to have one pushing up pretty aggressively, but Luna's not going to be able to find much. The crab is going to come out. Potato going to be able to get the jump back pretty quickly. Divya does have the crab to try and do something here. One going down on Vanessa Buff. I don't really think they have much of a cooler to work with. They had to be careful. No, the Carbon trying to get aggressive, but the Viper was prepared.
I really did think Potato got that snipe on that crab, but they didn't. Oh, Potato
the
gets a
jet
great snipe on that inkjet.
The jet snipe.
And it looks like Vanussi Buff is able to stop the push. As if they're going to stop this push, it looks like they're going to take game 1 of this best of 3.
Yeah, they do take game number 1, which is definitely... That was a bit of a back and forth game. Inconsistent definitely had some decent pushes, but Vanussi was just able to really apply a lot of pressure compared to like how they were playing previously. But Inconsistent at the same time didn't get knocked out. They were really holding their own there.
Yeah, definitely a strong showing from Vanussi Buff as we take a look at this replay, and I feel like this is the start of the first Vanussi Buff push.
Yeah, this is like one of the big ones. We see here that they tried to get something going with the crab there, but kind of had to scramble, as we do see two going down on the side of Vanussi Buff there, and they are going to get a little aggressive, but the dually is going to be able to get the trade. But we do have the hammer there!
Yeah.
And then Divya getting flanked there. A bit unfortunate. Yeah. I think that was, yeah, that might have been Twig there, actually.
We love seeing hammers just rip people's heads off.
I know. I remember commentating one set of from the Ink Up, and this person was just going crazy with hammer, where they got like 4, managed to like jump off the Rainmaker pedestal and get 1 on Hagglefish,
get a 5th,
and they get it, and then get a final throw to get a 5th.
Oh my gosh!
And literally, I was like screaming my head off. I was like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, I would have been like that too.
It was insane. It was insane. But like, that's the stuff you can see with hammer. But ultimately, Vanussi Buff, we're just going to be able to take game number 1 as we get into our second game in just a minute, which is going to be an interesting one. It's Umami Zones. Oh boy.
I like this one. I actually do like this one. I like it a lot.
I do like Zones Umami. I don't think it's a bad one. Umami's definitely a bit divisive, I'd say, but Zones is one of the more like tolerable versions.
I'm not gonna lie, this is one of my favorite Splatoon 3 maps.
No, I understand that. That's why I'm saying it's divisive. Like, some people love it, some people aren't huge fans of it, so.
Is that potato on red pencil? Is that red pencil?
That's the red pencil. That's the red
pencil.
That's
red pencil.
That's red pencil.
That's Rensel. Red pencil, Rensel.
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 I mean, when you think about it, it works pretty well because they're going to have Luna running the zap for the cooler. And the thing about the red pencil is that they're going to have the rain to really just apply a lot of painting pressure over for Vanussi Buff and try and take those zones pretty quickly.
Oh my, the Carbon.
Side of Vanussi.
Does the Carbon just get like 3 immediately?
I think so. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Is just eviscerating Vanussi Buff right now. They're just not giving them any room to breathe.
That was a complete dominance in the span of 30 seconds, but it looks like Vanussi Buff is trying to push their way back using that Ink Storm, using those Zukas. It looks like they're trying to get pushed back. Luna does go down with that zap, though. But Potato on that dome, seeing what they can do.
2 going down already on the side of Vanussi Buff. Velvetto is trying to get a little aggressive. They are going to be able to get the trade off the Twig. 2 going down on Ink in the system. However, Vanussi Buff is going to try and find something here. They don't really have a lot to work with. The rain is going to come in. 2 going down from the side of Vanussi Buff. I don't know if they have anything to really come back with. They do have the hammer, though. They're probably going to get a bit of a sneaky play. Oh, 15 going to get caught out midway, leaving Ink in the system still in the lead.
That call out on the Sam is probably absurd. That's unfortunate for 5th Gen, but 3 are down on each side. Vanussi Buff finally takes back zone after giving a little bit of breathing room finally.
That was seriously a masterful call out there to get that to get them out of that little flank there that 5th Gen was trying to do. So 5th Gen is just struggling a little bit. They really tried something, but we do see the Zuka coming out of Vanussi buff. Could potentially find something. No, it's not going to get it. Be able to find them. Both pencils going down on both sides. Vanussi buff is in a bit of a 2v3 situation. They have to be so careful. They did manage to win the fight over on the left zone where the Carbon is. Is the Carbon going to be able to find a pick? They are actually get a trade. And the penalty is going to be back over for Vanussi buff, so Incandescent might have a little bit of leeway.
By the skin of their teeth, 5th Gen misses the hammer.
Oh, I would have been screaming my head off if
I would have too.
If that happened to me, I'd be like, oh shit. I'd be like, oh crap, what happened? Alright, the system is trying to get something going here, but the Carbon is going to get taken down. They're going to be respawning, leaving it in a bit of an advantageous situation. Twig going to get dropped down. It's going to be a 2v4 situation. Twig trying to get aggressive over onto the pencil. They're going to be able to get a flank.
Twig.
They do have the Zuka. They could potentially get a huge flank here. No, it's not going to really be able to find much. Twig is in a very disadvantageous position. They might get taken out midway. They don't find any value with the Zuka.
That was so close to being such a good flank. But Vanussi buff still does have control of the zone. They have main control of the zone. Are they going to be able to get lead? That's the question. Both teams are up. Tri-strikes are popped from the side of Ink of the system. It is at 35. Are they going to be able to hold it out? And they are going to be able to, as Vanussi buff does take lead.
They have to be so careful, though, because Vanussi buff is getting insanely aggressive. One does go down. Twig is currently over on their snipe. They have to try and get Twig out of there. They really have to be careful, especially with this pencil holding down mid. The hammer is going to be able to get one into the Carbon. The Zuka could potentially find something. Going down on the side of the system. The Strike's going to try and come out to try and stall it out. Two going down on the side of Vanussi buff. The pencil is the last one that's going to get delayed. Wipe, and Vanussi buff is going to take it there. And unfortunately, Ink of the system had such a strong start. And unfortunately, Vanussi buff was able to really get their bearings and take that set 2-0.
And it looks like we have a Grand Finals rematch.
I was about to say, it's a Grand Finals rematch. It's definitely going to be a very interesting one, to say the least.
Definitely. It's going to be really exciting to see. We got a best of 7. And if Vanussi buff wins, we got another best of 7.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty interesting match. So, essentially, the way Grands is going to work is that we are going to do the counter pick system once again, but it's going to be a best of 7. So, that's essentially how it's going to work. Also, 5th Gen getting called out there by the pencil.
Oh my, that's still...
play.
Maybe, sometimes it could have just been like a... Oh, we just so happened to get him even though we didn't see him. It's like, oh yeah, he's there. Oh, okay, we got him.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like probably was a purely coincidental pick there, but even then, that was still really crucial.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But in the end, Vanussi buff takes it.
Yeah, Ink in the system definitely tried to do a lot there. As you can see, they really had something going, but the pencil does get taken out, and Carbon tries to get a little bit of a jump in, but unfortunately for them, it's just going to be too little too late as Vanussi buff takes it 2-0. And I believe we're going to be getting in very soon to our grand finals, which is going to be a very exciting one. It's going to be Half-Life versus Vanussi buff once again. I really don't know how it's going to turn out. Half-Life is probably going to be running with a lot of momentum, but with a long pause in between, they might have to try and get themselves a little bit back together so they can keep that momentum going. Yeah, so with that being said, while we get everything set up, we'll be back in just a bit, so we're going to take a small break, so definitely stick around. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Grand Finals of the first Heavens to Ocean tournament. It's definitely going to be a pretty exciting one. It's going to be a Grand Finals rematch of Vendosy Buff versus Half-Life, and I definitely think it's going to be a very interesting game to say the least, because Half-Life took it pretty commandingly, a 3-0 victory against Vendosy Buff.
Yeah, definitely. That was a very strong statement from Half-Life, 3-0ing the top seed of this tournament. And Vendosy Buff is going to have to push their way through 2 best-of-7 sets if they want to take the entire tournament.
Yeah, so Vendosy Buff better be ready for a war of attrition if they're going to try and take it that far. But ultimately, it's going to be down to whoever is able to just kind of keep it going. So ultimately, I'm very curious to see what's going to be happening. I think we're doing a, I believe we are going to be doing a counterpick system here as well. So
by the looks of it, we are...
Yeah, it's counterpicks.
We are doing counterpicks, and by the looks of it, we are starting with Zone's Mahi.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a very interesting map, to say the least. Mahi is interesting in three, to say the least.
it was bad, and then the rework happened, and then Zones was good, but everything else was still bad.
Yeah. Ah, yes. How do we prevent something? Pole.
All bless thy mighty pole.
All bless the mighty pole.
The mincemeat rework was a day of despair for the Karna Stick fandom, though.
I love that, but honestly, I'm very curious to see how exactly Mahi is going to work out, especially with the way that both teams have been playing. Half-Life, I feel like we might see them kind of bring out their typical comp, which has been like the double shot, the Zuka, and the strike. Along with potentially a squeezer or a wiper and pencil, which has been working pretty well for them.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be really interesting to see what these teams decide to do. But yeah, what else could I talk about? So, winners finals, Half-Life 3-0's Vendosy Buff in absurd fashion towards the end.
I was about to say... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you can keep going.
I was about to say, I feel like Half-Life is probably going to have a decent amount of momentum going into the second game here.
Okay, so I am looking at stream chat right now. Apparently, Grand is actually a best of 5. So, let's blame Battle 5 for that.
God, Battle 5. We love you because you host tournaments easily, but you're a pain.
Yeah. So yeah, we got a best of 5 and not a best of 7. So.
Yeah, so it's definitely gonna be interesting. So it's not gonna be that long of like, depending on a bracket reset, it shouldn't be like 2.
Yeah, I was like 2 best of. I was like 2. Internally, I was like 2 best of 7s.
No,
I was like, okay. But
the way the
best of 5s is honestly best of 5s are way more lenient.
Yeah, definitely.
It's an immediate like minus like 4 games off total.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That's like a half-hour time is not saved in itself.
Just about, I'd say. Like if we're just going off like match time and everything.
Yeah, I'm just debating.
Like,
I'm just debating.
Yeah, overall, I feel like it's gonna be very interesting. how exactly both teams are going to adapt to that. Again, I feel like both teams might go their similar comps that they've been running, but we'll have to see once we get into the game, as everybody, I believe, is just going to be readying up. So overall, I think it's going to be a very exciting set, personally.
Yeah, definitely.
Venice is going to be coming back with a pretty huge revenge game here. So they have a lot on the line.
Honestly, really exciting to see. I think Vanessa Buff is going to come back with a vengeance this game.
They absolutely are, but Half-Life at the same time has been pretty strong, so who knows?
True, yeah.
As we say that, we're going to be getting into game number 1 of this grand final set.
Oh, we got Red Pencil back. We got Red Pencil
and a
back.
Wiper.
And
We got the
it looks
Rental.
like Rental, and it looks like Half-Life is sticking with their tried and true double Zuka cooler and T-Tech.
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be pretty much just like kind of similar games to what we've been seeing. Vanessa Buff trying to find something. Ooh, the pencil getting picked off really quickly as Half-Life takes the early. It's going to be pretty pressuring as 2 go down on the side of Half-Life. Vanessa Buff does have a bit of advantage. They are just moving insanely fast in this one, trying to really keep up a more aggressive pace.
Yeah, definitely. We just see, I think that was Luna with that zap just trying to get so much paint, trying to get that cooler charge, but we do see 5th Gen with that wiper charge as well. Twig seeing what they can do, trying to get the T-Tech, able to pick off one out of nowhere, but it goes down to that T-Tech.
That was a very good play there from Twig, just really trying to apply a lot of pressure. But
The 5th Gen Shark, the 5th Gen Shark.
5th Gen Shark, they could
5th Gen
potentially
Shark,
find something.
5th Gen Shark,
They're gonna be
5th Gen
able to get
Shark,
behind, they do
5th
have
Gen
the
Shark,
hammer.
5th Gen Shark, 5th Gen Shark. Are they gonna get it?
No,
Oh, they get one.
Half-Life man, but one is gonna be able to jump back. They're not gonna find a lot of value out of that.
That
Oh my
was.
gosh.
I feel like they should have gotten way more from that. Like, am I crazy for thinking that? Like
They did get.
they did get 2.
Even
It looked
then,
like
that
only
was-
1, but
I was about to say maybe it was only 1 from our perspective, but maybe it like swapped.
yeah. Honestly, I think it's because perspective switched that it just we didn't see one of them. But yeah, still, Vanessa Buff does have zone, trying to break through those penalty points. They've pushed Half-Life pretty far back into their spawn, and we're just gonna have to see how the rest of this goes. We have the Squeezer, does have Zuka online. T-Tech not T-Tech, Shot goes down, so that's a Zuka offline, and it looks like Half-Life is going to potentially cap. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they were trying to cap, but Vanessa Buff is really holding it down. They just, in my opinion, Half-Life, even if they're not able to do a lot, they have to try and get these penalties pretty well. Ooh, Half-Life fan's going to be able to get a pretty quick flank there over on a Twig. They're going to be able to get 5th Gen out of there, especially using that cooler buff. That's going to be able to be...
They're going to get a third, and they're going to get a third as well.
Get them as well. They could potentially get a big opening for their team.
Yeah, that was a great triple. Like, it was like a delayed triple from that T-Tech. But great job being able to just wall out a whole bunch of space. We do see Dusty able to get a pick on 5th Gen right there, but it's going to jump out. Don't want to keep that cooler. Don't want to die with that cooler.
Yeah, Vanessa Buff is just playing so much more aggressive than I think we've seen so far. Like, Half-Life is just starting to be put on the back foot a little bit too much here. They have to try and find something. They do have the cooler, so they could potentially find a little bit of an advantage as one does go down on the side of Vanessa Buff. The strikes are going to be coming in, but no, the shot is going to be able to go down onto Half-Life. Twig is going to try and get something, but is going to get taken down. 2 go down on the side of Vanessa.
Ooh.
But a very good pick there from Potato. The zone could potentially swap back here for Half-Life, but no, Vanessa Buff is just holding it so strong at this point.
Yeah, we do see Potato with the Rental. Seeing what they can do. 5th Gen does get taken down. That is 2 down on the side of Vanessa Buff. But Dusty has to make a play here, or else Vanessa Buff is going to take this game, and they're going to be able to get the play. 2 are down on the side of Vanessa Buff. They're stopped at 2.
Oh.
Are they going to be able to hold out for the rest of this game? It's 3 are down. That's a delayed wipe from Vanessa Buff.
Renzel over on Vanessa tried to get out, but unfortunately, they tried to do the squid roll, but unfortunately they just didn't get it correct and just got caught out. So does be a little bit at a disadvantage. Zuka going to be able to come in and get a pick over onto Luna on the zap there. 5th Gen could potentially get a huge flank, but they are going to get called out midway. They do have the Zuka, they do have the cooler buff, so they could do a lot. The Zuka going to be able to get out Twig, getting 1, but it's not going to be able to find a lot. They could potentially find more. They're going to be able to get a flank. 2 going down on the side of Half-Life as Vanessa Buff takes it back into their lead once again.
Yeah, and trying to get a pick on this squeezer, and they're gonna be able to. There's
That
three
was just a
people in that
murder.
one squeezer.
That was a murder.
That was overkill. That was overkill.
That was a massacre.
It's like you're
You
gonna
didn't
die,
need to
and you're
do
gonna
any of
make
that.
sure that you just stay dead.
It's not about winning, it's about sending a message.
It's like we're gonna double your respawn timer.
Ooh, this is going to be a bit of an interesting situation as Half-Life is trying to push in. They are going to be able to get the zone back
Zuka
into
is
their
able to
position.
get one.
One go down on the side of Windows buff. Half-Life could potentially control it right now. They have to try and get 5th Gen out of this flank. One is going to jump back. 5th Gen is still on this flank. They have to try and get them out of there, or else it's going to be huge. It's going to be a huge detriment to them.
Yeah, and we do see Core with that Zuka trying to get one. Pops 2 isn't able to get one yet. 5th Gen does go down. That's one down on the side of a Nazi buff. Light able to get one down there as well. Seeing what they can do anymore. Vanassi buff is pushed back pretty far, and Half-Life is almost out of their penalty points.
They're going to be able to get out of their penalty points, but the thing is, Vanessa Buff does have a lot of specials they can work with. I'm going to try and find something.
The Ink Storm.
5th Gen does
It's the
have
Ink
hammer.
Storm. That's 3
The
on
Ink
that
Storm.
side. The Ink Storm. Seeing what they can do, and
The Ink
oh,
Storm is going to be able to basically solo cap it.
the Ink Storm clutch.
Half-Life trying to claw their way back. They had it so close, but ultimately, Vanessa Buff was just able to use that storm to their advantage and just take that pretty commandingly there.
Yeah, that was a very strong game from Vanassi Buff, taking game 1 of the potential first part of Grand Finals.
Ooh, and here's the triple over there from Half-Life fans. So,
Yeah.
a very good pick. I was really worried at that point where they were trying to get 5th Gen out of their flank. But 5th Gen ultimately, I think, really played a huge part because they were really distracting.
Oh, absolutely.
Half-Life a lot of times, just really applying a lot of pressure on these flanks. You can see right there, they tried to get the squid roll, but unfortunately, Renzel
Yeah.
get picked off.
Yeah, we do see
Overall,
Twig get taken there. So
yes.
overall, a lot of good plays, and I saw this inkjet. I'm like, this inkjet is winning it by itself.
Yeah, the
Like,
rain,
if they're not painting. I didn't see them paint over it. Yeah, this inkjet is just gonna do it.
and then
yeah.
like the pencil started painting just slightly, and the rain combined with that just let them take that first game over to Vanessa Buff. So they're going to
Renzel
take
strong.
it 1-0 right now.
Renzel strong.
Renzel is strong. I mean, they still have their cooler with that zap, but I feel like having the Renzel does help in a lot of zones.
I would so much rather fight Renzel than normal pencil.
The normal pencil, that is completely fair. I don't know, like it can be.
Are we calling them Renzel and Pencil?
Renzel and pencil.
Renzel and Pencil.
Red pencil, blue pencil.
Red pencil, blue pencil. One
That's what
pencil,
we're
two
calling
pencil, red pencil, blue pencil.
I love that. But yeah, I'm very curious to see what exactly Half-Life is going to choose as their counter pick here. Trying to think of.
Am I looking at this right? Am I looking at this right?
What?
They're trolling.
Okay. No.
Ah,
I was
They're
about to say, for
trolling.
those of you who couldn't see, they were potentially going to pick mincemeat, but
mincemeat clams.
they're trolling a little bit, but they might pick mincemeat, but we're going to see.
We do a wee bit of trolling here on
Which
the
is just a
show.
which is just a tiny amount of trolling.
Just a tiny amount.
Just a
We
smidge.
engage in a mild amount of tomfoolery.
I was about to say, we engage in a smidge of tomfoolery. That's what's going on in a nutshell.
They keep running onto picking teams and then backing out. Like they've been doing that for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to do.
I don't know what they're trying to do either. Okay, we're actually.
I think we might actually.
Is that also right? Are we sure? Oh my! They're teasing us. They're teasing us, Jacob. They're teasing.
I know. Come on, man. We want to know.
It's big.
We want
It's
to
big,
know
right?
on that. Yeah,
We wanna
please,
know.
please.
Pick. We're backing you. Pick a map.
Yeah, pick them up. All right, I think we might actually be getting into their legit counter pick, which is going to be Tower Control Museum. So
We're going back here. All right.
I mean,
This is the third time we've seen this.
Half-Life did play this pretty well when it came to
Oh
their
yeah,
match
they did.
earlier with Vanessa, so it makes sense for them to choose it.
This is the third time we've seen Museum Tower today.
I mean, it's a pretty common map. It's very much one of those.
I
maps
haven't.
that-
I mean, Museum's popular, but I haven't seen Tower Museum in a while. Usually, you'll see Clams and Rainmaker.
That's completely fair, honestly. I feel like, well, like Museum in general is just one of those maps like you see a lot, regardless
Oh
of
yeah,
what it is.
it's a
but
good map. It is a
the
good
amount
map.
of time it is, the amount of like times we've been seeing it, I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Wow, shocker, ACM, crazy.
What? Yeah, I feel like Half-Life definitely knows what they're doing when it comes to this map, considering how they played earlier. But overall, I'm very curious to see what Vanessa Buff might come out from, might bring out here. Because if I remember correctly, I think Vanessa Buff brought out Pencil or for this map. I couldn't remember if it was this or if it was Ballpoint that we actually saw.
And it looks like Potatoes and
Ooh.
Rapid Pro Deco?
Wait, are they not bringing in a? They don't
No.
have a backline. They're going with
Rapid Pro Deco.
They're going Rapid Pro Deco. Interesting.
Rapid Pro Deco is very interesting. Angle shooter and a killer whale.
When you think about it, it can work pretty well because it's able to press. Because that killer whale is able.
I mean,
to
a blaster on
a lot.
TC. A blaster on TC is a blaster on TC.
Definitely.
So.
Oh, Half-Life fan getting really aggressive.
Oh.
Potato gonna be getting another pig there as Vanessa gonna be able to get
Oh,
a quick
the angle shooter combo.
The markers.
The marker. The mark applier.
God.
You haven't heard of that joke yet?
No, I have not.
I've heard of that joke since before this game even came out.
I love that.
Just call it the mark applier.
They tried to get pick over there onto Potato, but Potato was able to jump back. So, gonna be able to get themselves out of that pretty dangerous position as Light's trying to find something. The Viper over on 5th gen gonna be able to find something. They're gonna be able to pop the hammer. They're gonna immediately go for
They
this.
are beelining for that pencil. They're gonna toss it.
For them.
Oh, they get one!
Spawn too.
Oh, that's the stuff that make me hit home X and A on my Switch controller.
Yeah, you see that.
I remember one time when I was playing on this map. I was once playing on this map. Swam right in front of a splash wall. I was kind of getting annoyed, and then suction bomb to the splash wall, and I'm immediately dead, and I just sigh.
Oh,
It's just no fun. But Vanessa Buff, such a strong push going here. 2 are down on the side of Half-Life. Are they just gonna take it right here? And it looks like they are. Well, we were just yapping away as Vanessa Buff just took the game.
That is absolutely insane, actually. Like just the way that Vanessa Buff is playing, they're playing so much more aggressive. Half-Life is just not being given any room to breathe.
They're back with a vengeance.
They absolutely are back with a vengeance.
Is it enough to say that Vanessa Buff is Batman?
Yeah, they probably could be. Also, that pick right there from Potato, and then immediately getting aggressive with the markers.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna see it. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see it.
Yeah.
Yoink! Yep.
I feel bad for Half-Life fan because they got caught right out of spawn too.
Yeah, that's always what's unfortunate. You get caught out of spawn, and it's just.
Hey guys, I'm back. Oh shit.
Yep. I once had someone do that with a vac during an extreme jump battle after I popped a crab tank.
Oh no.
And I was literally like a frame away from dying. My crab tank tanked it by a frame.
No.
No, that's a good thing. I lived.
That
you praying at my downfall?
No,
Are they memeing again? They're going back and forth on.
I think they're gonna be
going back and forth on Bluefin.
Yeah, they're still memeing. They have it on Turf War Bluefin for anybody wondering, and I'm just like, oh god.
What if they just play? What if they just played Turf War?
Oh god, that'd be hilarious if they actually used it as a counter pick.
I don't think you probably can't.
Yeah, I don't think it's allowed, but I think for the first map, since we didn't get to see it, it's gonna be Splat Zones at Robo Ramen as
we finally get Ramen
counter pick. Let's go.
Finally get Ramen. Huge.
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 Huge. All right.
Huge.
But I definitely think it's gonna be pretty interesting. However, Vanessa, with the way that they're playing, this map could actually work really well for them.
Yeah, if they win this game, they get the reset. They get the bracket reset straight up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Vanessa Buff, if they win this, they are going to be able to get that bracket reset. However, Half-Life could potentially try and run away with it, especially considering this is their counter pick. But at the same time, Museum was their counter pick as well, but Vanessa Buff was just really taking that for them. So I'm really curious to see what exactly is going to happen.
Yeah, I'm glad we're finally being able to see Ramen.
I was about to say, we haven't seen it yet, and we were going to see it earlier, but unfortunately, we didn't have it that first match, so...
Unfortunate. But
yeah,
you finally get to see a map with flanks.
What?
I know, it's absurd. Who could have seen that coming?
I know. I wonder if on the side of Vanessa buff we might actually see the ballpoint come back potentially, or we might see
Maybe.
the rapid. But I'm not fully sure.
Honestly, we'll have to see. This is actually a very strong crab map, so if anyone plays like dualies.
I was about to say, didn't we see?
We saw a dualies from some team, I forgot.
I think it was Ink in the system.
It was probably
earlier during their Vanessa buff during when Vanessa buff was going against them. So
yeah, that was
we'll have to
probably
see
it.
as we get in here.
These teams decided to pull out. We have a Vanilla Slosher, we have Renzel. And 96 Deco?
96 Deco.
On the zones?
I mean, honestly, I feel like, especially with that splash wall, like,
I mean, I guess
they do a lot to kind of cut off like some choke points. I feel.
Honestly, I'm just like let them cook, like let them cook. That's how I feel right now.
That's the entire thing of this game is just let them cook.
Let them cook. We have a DC.
Yeah, we do have a DC. I believe
they're gonna stop it. Yep. You got your tease of ramen.
Yeah.
You got your singular bite of ramen.
Womp womp.
Womp
womp. You go to a restaurant, you get a thing of ramen, and then they immediately say, "Oh, sorry, I gotta kick you out," and you're just like, "What the heck, man? I just got here." That's really what it's like.
Bro, I'm just trying to order.
I'm just trying to. I haven't even ordered food yet. What the heck?
Do you want my money? Yes or no?
Shut up and take my money.
Yeah.
That's literally all it is.
That's all it is.
But yeah, I think it's going to be getting back into the game pretty quickly. We already got the lobby.
Yeah, I think they have to use the same weapons. I don't think we can have weapon changes.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure, like, you have to keep the same comp because all of them are pretty much readied, so definitely going to be pretty much doing the exact same thing. But I really want to see what the 96 is actually going to be like because, you know, disconnect, we didn't see.
We saw it for like 10 seconds. They couldn't cook yet. Well, we'll see now. What they got cooking.
Let's see if they got anything cooking. Nope, we're gonna see
same comp from Lunacy Buff and
the same comp there.
Same comp here as well.
Also, I'm sorry, I keep looking at the slosher from the expansion, and I keep thinking it's the machine because it looks
really. Yeah, I get it.
Like, especially when they like hold it, I think it's machine because it's basically
what I can never tell is the difference between vanilla and Neo Machine from when you spawn in. I have to look at the icon in the top when we're about to jump in to notice which one it is. Yeah, but Vanessa Buff looks like they're getting a strong start already, getting all the way through the 80s, trying to go through the 70s.
Zuka was able to find one, though. They do have the Kraken. It is going to come out here. They could potentially find something. Are they going to be able to get something on a 5th gen? No. Twig is going to get caught out. Corellia is just trying to find something, but they are going to get picked out midway. Getting into a bit of a tight position as 2 go down on the side of Half-Life. Vanessa Buff really playing so strong right now. They are just not giving them any room to breathe.
Yeah. I don't know why. Most of the time when I see a Kraken in a game, it's always like a squid Kraken, not an octopus Kraken. So it's actually nice to see an octopus. But 2 are down from a Zuka shot from a Half-Life fan. Twig is seeing what they can do with their Zuka, taking 2 shots. Looks like they're not going to be able to get any from it.
No, I think they actually did get the wiper there from the Half-Life. What Half-Life does actually have the cooler that allows their wiper to get back in pretty quickly, and they are going to be able to have the hammer. The Kraken is going to come in. They are going to have the hammer. No, hammer's caught out midway. Oh, I mean, Grill is trying to push for the pencil, but no, it's not going to be able to find much. Oh,
wait, they're still alive.
They didn't confirm. What?
They're still alive. They didn't push.
They didn't push. They could have gotten the pig. They just left him there. Light is going to be able to get the pick on Potato. The momentum has shifted over to Half-Life.
See, Light with that stamp is ready to go if they want to pop it. But is Half-Life going to be able to keep zone? Are they going to keep lead?
I don't know.
The Zuka is popped. The Zuka's popped. And want to get one up there. The Potato goes down. They do get lead. Luna's seeing what they can do. Kraken from corners popped. Falls.
They do have control again. Potato could potentially find something here. The Kraken is going to be able to get a pick over onto Zap there. I believe that might have been Luna. Ooh, but they're going to see the Viper get really aggressive. Are they going to be able to get the pick onto the Renzel? No, the hammer is currently ready. 5th gen trying to get something, but no, they're not going to get taken out. 2 go down on side of Vanessa, but the hammer comes behind. It's going to be a light for the side of Half-Life. And they take it again commandingly over to their lead.
That was like the craziest just complete wipe in a span of like not even 2 seconds.
That was absolutely insane.
I don't even know how to describe what that was. That was like a complete dom.
I know. Oh, they had to be so careful, especially with all the specials that are coming in from Fantasy Buff here.
Yeah.
One does go down on the side of Half-Life. There's going to be the Viper, but the Kraken is going to come out. They could potentially find something, but no, they're going to be getting really aggressive. He's trying to do something. The two go down on the side of Half-Life. They're go down on the side of Half-Life. The Gal is currently the last alive. They might have to jump out, or they could potentially get out, but no. And this is going to be able to confirm that kill there.
Yeah, we see 5th Gen putting a lot of pressure with that slosher on the enemy plat, but is going to have to back up a bit. Cooler is spots on the side of Half-Life, and they're going to try to mount another push of their own. Twig with that Zuka. Jarking, trying to get one. Takes a second shot, not able to get anyone. They do get zoned, but Twig is not able to get anyone from that Zuka as the enemy Zuka is popped as well. Seeing what they can do with it, and it's not looking like anything.
Ooh, 5th Gen is being pretty much pressured heavily by the shot over on the side of Half-Life, but they are going to be able to get a pick. Coriella is going to be on that Kraken.
Ooh!
He's going to be able to take out the Slosher on the side of Fantasy Buff. Half-Life has the advantage here. They have to try and hold it at this point.
Your mic just peaked so long
I know it did.
at that moment. Like, you just went complete silent.
No, of course. That happens a lot when I get hyped.
Yeah, that's just how it is. But yeah, Half-Life is holding on to zone right now. They are able to get through the 30s, see what they can do. Try to hold as long as they can, getting through the 30s, seeing if they can get through the 20s as well to try to take lead. But the strikes are popped immediately, all one after another. As Fantasy Buff is taking zone again, we do see Light with that Wiper trying to go for a flank. That's what I was talking about under the bridge. 5th Gen right there. Oh, and Light takes out 5th Gen right there.
25 seconds left on the clock. Half-Life could potentially do something, especially considering they do have the man advantage.
Oh, they're gonna go for
back in their favor.
ooh.
They have to watch out for Twig here.
Twig.
Shot almost getting taken down. They do have the hammer. They could potentially find something. They have to try and get them out of there, especially with the hammer. Constantly being on the flank. They do have the control again. Hammer's gonna come out. Pencil is gonna pop the cooler. Everything's gonna be coming out. They still have the Kraken left. Three going down on the side of Fantasy Buff. One is currently left. As they're gonna be respawning. They do have a lot of specials to work.
They have the Kraken to oh, what a great pick on the slosher right there! But it's Fantasy Buff is able to cap it! And we're going to bracket reset!
Oh my gosh, what was that? We got the bracket reset!
We got the 3-0 reset.
Oh my goodness.
Complete vengeance. That's complete vengeance.
Fantasy Buff coming back with a vengeance, getting a quick 3-0 to reset the bracket there.
With the fist bump as well. Oh my.
I feel like Half-Life definitely really found their groove on that. I'm sorry, that 1 point when Vanussi could have potentially gotten the gal, but they just ran away from it.
I still don't get why.
I wonder if they thought that the kill was confirmed, or they probably jumped out.
Maybe.
I'm not sure what exactly happened there, but oh, that flank!
Yeah, that was clean. I saw that coming from a mile away.
I know, I did too. I was like, ooh. But we are going to see the bracket reset, as this is going to be the final set of the tournament.
And by the looks of it, we could see we're going to Tower Control Ink Blot.
Ooh, that's going to be an interesting first map, honestly. Because I don't think we saw Tower Control Ink Blot just yet in the tournament. Because that was going to be in the first round, but again, with all the stuff that happened, we didn't see it. So this is going to be our first showing of Tower Control Ink Blot.
Yeah, so this is a fun map mode. I can't deny that.
I love this map.
This is a good one.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
It leads to so much dumb stuff, but it's fun dumb stuff.
It is fun dumb stuff.
That's just the entirety of Splatoon. It's just fun dumb stuff.
Fun but dumb. That's
Fun
just
but
how it goes.
I was about to say, the momentum is pretty much fully in Fantasy Buff's favor right now. They have a lot that they could do, but Half-Life could potentially try and find the momentum, especially the way that they played that last Zones game. But this is going to be I believe it might be the counter pick for Half-Life going to the start here. So if this is theirs, they could potentially do a lot here. I'm not really sure what we're going to see, but definitely
I'm kind of just jamming to the background music right now. I forget where it's from.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I gotcha.
What was it?
I think Undertale.
Undertale, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Undertale.
I
I'm
love
just
that
vibing.
game.
I haven't played it actually.
Really,
Oh, 5th gen coming back out. Ooh, Rapid Pro Deco
we
is
got,
back.
We got the Rapid Deco. We got the. Oh, we got the 90.
Ooh.
We got the
Ooh,
auto
we got the
shot and
52.
the 90 and the 52. My mic probably peaked on that, dude.
A little bit, yeah. Both
This is
teams
gonna be
running a cooler,
strong.
both teams running a Zuka, both teams running a killer whale.
5th gen is on the flank right now. Core knows it, but Dusty has to be careful. They are going to be able to
Ooh.
get the pick off
They're
the flank.
pushing
But no,
far.
5th Gen-
Whoa! 5th
They're
gen!
gonna be able to get two. They are gonna be able to get two, but no, it's gonna be a bit of a detriment there. But Vanussi Buff does have two going down as Half-Life could potentially get them off the tower at this point.
Yeah, we do see the killer whales are popped on the side of. They are able to get one right there, as Vanussi Buff is going to get past checkpoint 1 already. We do see Rapid Pro Deco from Potato right there, seeing what they can do, is able to pick one in the corner with all of their teammates.
Yeah, it's definitely becoming a pretty tense game for Half-Life right now as they're being pushed to their limit. Vanussi Buff does have two go down, but at the same time, they still have a lot of mid control, which is going to be playing pretty well in their advantage. But at the same time, for Vanussi Buff, 5th gen is playing so aggressive, they're just really getting into a lot of good opportunities. But Potato could potentially find a pick over here onto the pencil.
Yeah, we do see Twig with that. Zuka is able to pick off 1. 2 are down on the side of Half-Life.
Ooh, the flank could do a lot here on the side of Half-Life, but no, they're going to get picked off pretty quickly. Not really going to be able to find a lot. The pencil is still holding that top part core. Going to try and find something. They are going to be able to get one. They're going to be able to get two.
Core.
Very well played from them.
Very good play from Core. 5th gen with that stamp, seeing what they can do. Not able to get anyone. It gets the pick on Core. Gets the 180 chuck.
They saw them coming and they're like, hey, I got a present for you.
Dude, getting 180s like that, so satisfying.
Honestly.
Dude, I got a 180 blaster flick yesterday. Peaks my mic.
Ooh. Oh my god.
On my teammate too. I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god. Ooh, Half-Life trying to find something, but no, they're gonna get two down. 3 going down,
3 are down.
as the pencil is currently the last one alive for Half-Life. Twig gonna be getting really aggressive here, trying to find something. The cooler is gonna get popped. They do have the Zuka. Could potentially find a lot of crucial picks, but I'm not fully sure what exactly is gonna happen as one does drop down, trying to get to the tower core, trying to find
Twig is
something. They are
popping
gonna be able
that
to get
Zuka soon,
one, but they
definitely.
are gonna get
Ooh.
traded out.
Twig is gotta pop that Zuka soon. Yeah, right now.
Ooh,
Are they able to get anyone from it? Potato, oh, in a rock, between a rock and a hard place. Is they able to get out of it? Are they gonna get the pick on this? And they get the shot? Are you kidding me?
And that's a wipeout on the side of Half-Life, though. But Vanussi Buff gonna have to kind of regroup right now, but Half-Life really has to try and take control of that midpoint right now. They really cannot let themselves get, get pincered or just really be pressured in any sort of way. They have to watch out for this flank from 5th gen. 5th gen is gonna get spotted out by the
Ooh.
gal.
But are we just gonna ignore that pick from Potato? Like,
I didn't even see
we can't
the
just
pick
walk
from
past
Potato.
that. It was like
Oh,
right before they
oh.
wiped out. Right before
Oh,
they
that
wiped out, you gotta
was-
pick on that Zuka.
Yeah, and I remember. I was a little confused with the judges now, but no, that was a very insane pick. Ooh, Half-Life could potentially have a little bit of advantage. The Zuka is going to come out. Are they going to be able to find one? They
Ooh.
are. Two going down on the side of Half-Life, but the Zuka is going to do a lot, but they are going to be able to drop down. One does go down, and it's going to be a wipeout on the side of Half-Life for Vanussi Buff.
The shot trade in the corner.
That's just shots.
Classic. That's just
great.
shots and PO so-called free thinkers 1v shot.
So-called free thinkers want to be shot trades. Alright, it's definitely starting to feel like Half-Life is just really starting to get themselves on the back foot right now. One does go down on the side of Vanussi Buff. Half-Life does have a tiny bit of a man advantage, but as soon as I say that, two go down on their side. 5th gen is playing so strong just with these flanks, just applying so much pressure, just not giving them any room to breathe.
The Potato with this Rapid Pro Deco is actually absurd.
Honestly, it's like so oppressive. Ooh, they do have a jump out for Vanussi Buff, so Half-Life could potentially find something here.
I just thought of that. If you jump out through a tri-strike, will it still kill you?
Nah.
It won't? Okay.
No, it doesn't, I'm pretty sure. Because I think when you're squid jumping, you're basically invulnerable. Unless,
Yeah, probably.
unless you're cut
Ooh.
off. Oh, what was that?
Great
Was that
suction
a
bomb
bomb?
pick.
Yeah, I think that was a suction bomb pick, but Half-Life fan gonna be able to do a decent amount here. Gonna be able to get a pick. They had to be careful, especially with 5th gen, because they do have that hammer. going to be able to pop it. They are going to be able to get one. 5th gen could potentially do a lot. They have to
Dude,
try and
5th
get them out of
gen.
here, but no. 5th
Dude,
gen.
5th gen. Oh,
Come out, but no pick there. As they
are they
might
gonna pick
get
them?
one
They get
more.
the pick. 5th gen's wiper is absurd. They still have tower, and it doesn't look like for that much longer. Vanussi buff takes game 1.
Yeah, Vanussi buff definitely played that game pretty well. Half-Life was just being so heavily pressured, and like they tried to have something going, but Vanussi buff was just like, nah, we ain't letting you move anywhere. That was just an absolute insanely dominant game there for Vanussi buff. Like, Potato's Rapid Blaster is absolutely insane, honestly.
Oh my, yeah. I was like, holy crap.
Literally. Oh,
That is
let's see if we can
absurd.
Here. Yeah, yeet.
Yeet.
Oh, that was such a satisfying. That was so funny.
Dude,
The
5th gen's
immediate
aggressive
turnaround.
plays. 5th gen's aggressive plays is how I strive to be able to play. Like I'm being so serious.
No, that's completely fair. Oh, here's Potato's pig there.
Yeah, that's right.
They
I'm like, you
do
really just dodged 2 Zuka shots and still got the pick.
Literally, that was absolutely insane how they managed to do that. That's kind of crazy, but oh, we got some more Meven around. We're doing
Some more. What is that? What was that? Turf War Bluefin? No, we're
Turf War-
done.
no, it was
Turf War Wahoo. A lot of memes. We love
Lot of-
memes.
we do a tiny bit of trolling.
We do it. We like I say, we engage in a mild amount of tomfoolery.
I love that meme so much.
That meme is such a good one.
It is, honestly.
What other good memes do I have in my phone that are actually appropriate?
I was gonna say, honestly. Oh,
Whoa,
oh no, we gotta hope that the game is able to be finished.
we gotta pray.
We gotta pray. Prage.
Pray.
Deadline
There's
time.
a deadline.
We must prage. Oh, are we gonna get another? Oh, we're getting another ramen counter pick.
Wait, are we getting zoned ramen again?
Yes, we are.
Oh wow. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I was about to say, like, I wonder if Vanussi buff is gonna like kind of play how they did before, but they were really able to pressure them. But at the same time, Half-Life did get something going on that previous game, so they could potentially do something here.
Yeah, and I got my picture of Gojo saying "Nah, I'd win" pulled up. So
I was about to say. I know you say like the nod win a lot.
nah, I'd win.
Nah, I'd win.
It's in my Discord bio too, because it's just that funny. Nah, I'd win.
That's completely fair, honestly. Overall, I really don't know how this one's gonna go, especially with Vanussi buff kind of losing a little bit of momentum on the ramen game because they didn't get the pick onto that gal, and the gal was able to just stay alive.
Yeah, but they weren't able to hold out though, so it's not
Not
all is lost.
Yeah, not all is lost. They were still able to hold out, but I still think it definitely like was a bit interesting. I think they like probably just accidentally forgot to confirm the kill or something, or probably thought it jumped out as we said earlier. But overall, we're gonna have to see what exactly both teams are gonna do here. I wonder if we might see kind of a similar comp where they're gonna bring out the 96 again.
Maybe. We'll see. I could see them going something similar, but I could also see them switching up a bit.
I was about to say, I feel like the 52 did a decent amount. That weapon, 52 in general, is just an insanely strong weapon. Like
It takes 52 seconds to learn.
Fair enough. All you have to do is just throw up a wall. You're good to go.
Double wall. Yeah, good to go. Oh, I just found a screenshot from a random weapon. And I went from a random weapon challenge, and I went against Omega, Shadow, Basil, and Leafy.
Oh my gosh.
I lost.
Whoa!
Wait, change up, switch up.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hold up.
We got a Forge Pro?
I love Forge Pro. I am being so for real. That is like my. I'm chilling out and I'm playing Splatoon weapon.
We have a
We have Stanford Nouveau. We have Crab Tank here. Crab on Ramen is so strong. This is such a good pick.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be an interesting one. Zuka is going to come out.
Oh,
Luna trying to get across
Luna.
the no core is just prepared for them. They had to be careful. The zone is going to swap back over for Half-Life now, as one does get taken down on the side of Vanussi buff. Two go down on the side of Vanussi buff. Two go down on the side of Half-Life. It's just starting to become a very back and forth game.
Yeah, but Vanussi Buff does have main control of zone right there. We see Twig going from that bridge, popping that. suction bomb, trying to get as much paint as they can. We do Half-Life Film did pop that Zuka, see what they can get. Trying to get a pick there, is not able to with that Zuka. They do have cooler pop though, so they are coolered up. But Vanessa Buff still does have main control of the zone, and they do get a pick from Twig right there.
They could potentially find something here, but at the same time, Fantasy Buff is just really applying a lot of pressure. Even though Half-Life could potentially find something, they are going to be able to get a very good pick over there from the Crab Tank. The Booyah is going to come in. They are going to be able to get another pick. Potato currently holding this left side as the rain does come in. Could potentially find something, but Half-Life is in a little bit of control here, but the shot does go down. That could play to a little bit of their detriment. Two go down on the side of Half-Life. One might potentially be flanking for Vanessa Buff as the strikes come in to take that zone back.
Yeah, Vanessa Buff gets a strong push back all the way into mid, still trying to keep control as long as they can. Two are down to the side of Half-Life. And are they going to just push them even further back? We do see I think the Slosher from 5th Gen putting up so much pressure on that Plat. Core does have that Crab charged, ready to go, pops it. We do see Twig with that Zuka, seeing what they can do. Trying to get one. Is not able to, but goes down to the...
Whoa.
What? What?
I think it was like right on the edge of the Booyah, so it didn't get the full power. So
They
Twig
still had
didn't survive.
53 damage from that Zuka, though.
What was that?
That was... Twig... Did Twig have plot armor? No,
not
they went
plot
down. Okay, they went down. Okay.
Yeah, but even then, they still had plot armor. What was that?
Yeah, but Vanessa Buff looks like they're going to have control of mid entirely, and they take the game.
This is a whole different side of Vanessa Buff that we have been seeing. Like, they have been
This is not winners finals of Vanessa Buff. Isn't this just the catnip roster?
I think so.
Isn't it? It's like all four of them. It is all four. This is just catnip under a different name. Yeah.
Gotcha, okay. Oh my god, that
Yeah, because I think they had a sub in earlier, but I think 5th Gen came in. Yeah, Delta was playing earlier, but now I think they have the full roster.
Yeah, they now have the full roster, so they're definitely playing a lot stronger considering that they have their full roster at this point. So overall, they are just playing so
Yeah,
strong.
what was that?
What was that?
What was that?
Plot armor? I got questions.
Can we repeat that? Are we able to replay a replay? I need to watch that again.
My entire reaction to that is just the.
Oh, we can. We can. Can we? Oh, we can. I need to see this. All right, one Zuka shot, two Zuka shots.
All right, so
Misses.
what happened here?
53. Nothing. What?
Oh, it was like right at the very end of the Booyah, so it didn't have enough damage to take him out.
Still,
like,
they were probably at like 80.
They were-
80 damage taken. They were probably like a shot.
Yeah, I was about to say they're probably at like 80 to 90, so they still were able to survive from that. But oh my gosh, that was
That's
absolutely insane.
Twig, plot armor.
Twig literally has plot armor, and I got.
Twig is
I got
insane.
several.
I remember seeing Twig's clip from like 52, like early. I was like, what am I watching? Dude, when I was starting comp and I was watching higher level players play, I'm like, what am I watching? This is not the game I'm playing.
Literally, like it's so different. Like when you play, you're like, oh, I can do that. Jumps into a game. Oh wait, never mind.
No, I cannot do that.
I cannot
Maybe
do that.
occasionally, maybe occasionally, but not
I can do
often.
that. Oh wait, never mind. Ooh,
We got more zones action.
Zones Mahi. Oh boy, this is gonna be an interesting one. This is the potential. This potentially is the last game of the set. If Vanessa Buff wins this, they take it with a reverse double 3-0 bracket reset.
That'd be absurd. They really said lock in. No, I'd win.
Literally.
If they win this, they said, yeah, we're back with the vengeance. Yeah,
Yeah.
they just needed that last piece of the puzzle.
Honestly, I really feel like the way that they've been playing, they can definitely like do a lot going into this game. But at the same time, Half-Life is still holding their own, not really letting them kind of run away with it. But at the same time, the pressure that Vanessa Buff has is unmatched, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. This is gonna be really interesting to see.
Yeah, I don't fully know. I definitely think it's I'm definitely curious. to see
I
what
can
they're-
almost confirm that Potato is going rental.
Potato's absolutely going Renzel. I feel like we're still gonna see.
They have to. Like they have to.
It's a guarantee.
And if it's not, I don't know what I'll do. something.
All right, let's
I'll
see,
do
let's see the
something. I don't
comps,
know what
let's
it
see the
is.
comps.
Renzel. Told you.
Cancel. And ooh, we got Beast Launcher again.
Yep. Rapid
Ooh,
Rapid Deco 52.
Whoa, what is that?
We got an inkjet. We got an inkjet.
Got
We got light on the inkjet. That's interesting.
It's definitely gonna be an interesting match to say the least. Oh my
Ooh,
god, pressure right out of
Potato.
the gate.
Take it out in 10 seconds.
The pressure right out of the gate there for Half-Life, but at the same time, Vanessa Buff is just.
I swear, 15 just walked on water. I think 15 is the second coming of Christ. I'm not even kidding. We must watch this back in the replay, no matter who wins this, because I swear.
Oh my god, that was amazing. Half-Life is just being so oppressed right now. Vanessa Buff is so strong. Zuka gonna be able to get one. The Jet is gonna be able to come out. Is the Pencil gonna be able to find? Ooh, the Zuka shot trying to get something, but no. Oh, they didn't realize Twig was over there on the flank, and they get taken out.
Here we see Potato with that Renzel, seeing what they can do. Gets a pick right there, a great pick on the shot right there. Light having to back up and grab that cooler.
They do have the cooler, so they could potentially do a lot here, but Half-Life is still pretty much on the back burner. They just have to really try and play it safe with the way that Vanessa Buff is playing. Vanessa is just so oppressive and so strong and aggressive with the way that they're playing. But at the same time, they do get 2 down. Half-Life going to be able to take it. Going to potentially try and find something here, but at the same time, they have to try and play so safe. They have to try and not let Vanessa Buff just really run away with it like they have been doing. Light could potentially find it, but no, they're going to be able to jump down, and that's going to be a bit of a disadvantageous position. The Jet could potentially find something, but no, the Zuka's going to get taken down as the Zone still is in Half-Life's control.
How did they not die to that?
I don't
They
know.
just phased through a Zuka shot.
What in the world is it? What is this game anyways, honestly?
I don't know.
Alright, so
this
could potentially be something for Half-Life, but no one is going to get taken down.
Are they gonna get lead? They got lead.
They are going to be able to get lead. Vanessa Buff has to try and get the zone back, but 2 are currently down on the side of Half-Life. Vanessa Buff could easily just take it right now.
We're gonna have to see how they're gonna be able to get through these penalty points. That's not that strong of a lead for Half-Life, only by 5 points. But Vanessa Buff is very close to getting through all of these penalty points.
Yeah, ooh, we do see one go down on the side of Vanessa Buff. The Zuka is going to come in. They're going to try and capitalize the point, but they are going to have the Jet trying to do a lot of pressure. They are going to lose control. Going to be able to get the lead back from Half-Life, but Vanessa Buff trying to do a lot. The strikes are going to come in. The shot is going to go down on the side of Half-Life as the zone does take control, but no, 3 goes down on the side.
Oh!
They have to try and get the zone. You got to get the zone. Half-Life does have zone.
Yeah. Was it Luna falling in the water and jumping out? Yeah, I saw that. What was that? Is Vanessa Buff just made of multiple second comings of Christ? They're just walking on water.
We have the second and third coming. Half-Life could potentially take the lead here. Twig does have the Zuka. They could potentially find a lot. The strikes are going to come in, but no, Half-Life is going to be able to take the lead.
They got lead.
Twig could potentially find something. No, Zuka
Oh, able to pick one. Trying to pick Core. Not able to get Core. Core and 15 with a skirmish right there. Half-Life still does have zone. Cooler is popped for the other side of a Nazi buff. They are going to try to cap. They have the jump.
Aggressive.
Oh,
This control.
this is so close.
The Renzel is going to be down.
No.
Half-Life is going to be able to take this one. They're trying to get in.
We're going to game 4.
Oh my goodness. However, the thing is, this is going to be Vanessa Buff's counter pick.
Yeah. This is their first counter pick of the brands.
Oh boy.
I must see them. I must see both of them walk. I need to see 15 and Luna walk on water. I need to see it.
I really want.
15 was like in the first 30 seconds.
Wherever that was. Oh my gosh.
I don't know when Luna was, but 15 was in like the first 30 seconds of the match starting.
That's fair. I know Luna was near the end there, but it was kind of goofy. Like,
Yeah.
This game, I swear to God.
This game is just so goofy.
It is.
Straight
I
up.
love it. I love it.
Yeah, I do too.
Alrighty, so overall, I definitely think Half-Life might have a little bit of momentum going into the second game here, but I'm not sure what they're going to do for the counter pick. Ooh, it seems like they already got it decided. It's going to be Clamblitz Museum. Okay, here it is. Alright.
Well, wait, we're gonna see it. Just watch 5th gen the entire time.
Alright, where is 5th gen at?
I think he's in like the corner. Yeah, you see him.
Yeah.
Foster? You see him? You see that?
What? What?
Yeah.
What was that? Man literally walked
Yeah,
out.
no, right there. That Luna falls in but still jumps out.
What? What was that? What? God, Splatoon, you make no sense. I love you, but
I didn't know Revelations was happening this early.
Oh God. But literally. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna be happening for this next game.
We're going into it already.
we're
Yeah,
already
Clans
getting
Museum.
into it.
Good map mode.
Oh.
We had a DC.
Womp womp.
Womp. Fight it out. I'm kidding.
Don't fight it out.
Don't fight it out.
Your
Both of them have blasters though.
your tournament lives are on the line. Don't fight it out.
Aw.
Love how we saw Vanessa both fighting and then Half-Life's like, okay, that's fine.
Okay, we're gonna stop.
Hi,
Alright.
how are you? Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Oh man. Overall, like, that was a really good comeback from Half-Life in that last game, but I really don't know what they're gonna do coming into this one. I think they probably kept the same comp because they knew about the DC, so they're probably gonna change it up going into the second one. But
Yeah,
overall, I'm
probably.
not sure.
Just had to cough for a second.
Oh, no, you're
Don't want to cough on stream.
Gotta be professional. Then again,
Yeah.
that is the furthest of.
Oh, absolutely.
It's all good. We're having fun.
We're professional
we're
but
gonna-
having fun. Professional but having
Exactly,
fun.
That's
Yeah.
how it is. Yeah, it seems like I think that Vanessa Buff is gonna be keeping their same team, but I feel like Half-Life might try and swap it up.
Are they able to do that? Are they able to?
I don't know because the DC happened like right when the game started or something.
I feel like it's gonna be they have to stick with it, but I feel like the one person who wasn't in should be able to pick whatever they want. Yeah, everyone should have to stay except for the person who DC'd.
Okay, that's what I figured.
That makes some more sense.
I see. Yep, here we go. We finally got the next game, so here we go. Time to see what we're gonna see in terms of comp here. Alright, we're gonna see pretty much the same thing from
Yep.
Vanessa Buff.
And I think we did have a better switch. They didn't have a. Yeah, they don't have a blaster anymore.
Nor Gal. They had the Gal
Oh.
blaster as well, so.
Oh, did they have a sub? Oh, they had a sub in. They subbed in.
Oh,
Someone.
did they? They did! Okay.
They did.
I
First
didn't know,
MC.
I didn't know. Oh, very good pressure going on the side of Half-Life there. Vanessa Buff gonna lose one pretty much right out the gate. Two going down on the side of Vanessa Buff, one on Half-Life. So they could potentially do a lot here. Light's gonna potentially find the pick here.
Whoa,
Light
wow.
pick, but does get picked off.
Wow.
Half-Life gonna be getting really aggressive. They could potentially find a bit of a push on this one, especially with these strikes.
Yeah, definitely. Did you see the football? Is going to go down. Never mind. Commentator's curse, of course. See Twig with that Zuka.
We have commentators first.
It's not a commentary session without commentator's curse.
Oh, exactly.
It's happened multiple times today, but that's the first time I've called.
I've done that
Pull
way
it
too
out.
much in collegiate broadcasts as well. I can say that. Ooh,
Oh
Vanessa
yeah, absolutely.
already going at a bit of a disadvantage. The strikes are going to come in to try and stop them, but ooh, we got two power clams into the basket for Half-Life. Two going down on the side of Half-Life. One is still alive. The hammer does go down core, trying to find something, but is probably going to be pressured pretty heavily. Unfortunately, it does get taken down, but that is a very big lead, almost half for Half-Life there, as the name implies.
Half.
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 As the name implies, they got it down to half. So.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Alright, we do see the Zuka coming out on the side of Vanessa, but unfortunately it does get one. I believe it was the Wiper on the side of Half-Life that tried to go pretty aggressive there, trying to get the Zuka out of there, but does get picked off. Fifth Gen gonna be able to get one, but no, they do get traded out. It's going to be both sloshers down. Four getting very aggressive over into mid right now. Have to be careful of Twig. Over on the spinner. Ooh, almost getting some fall-off damage there.
That was really close, actually. That is one down on each side. We do see... Who's in that corner? I don't know. It looks like
is still
someone jumped
alive
out.
right now.
Is he still alive? Oh,
no,
well, not anymore.
Down, but they were able to pressure a lot.
They were still alive.
I was about to say, I think they might have a decent amount of pressure at the moment, but not fully sure. The Zuka is going to come in. Luna does have the power climb right now. They had to be so careful. Twig trying to find something with the Zuka, but no, it's not going to. One going down. Oh, they don't really get Light is down. Light is able to get a pick. Light, they could potentially find something. They are going to be able to pressure a lot. They're going to lose the hammer. I think they might have actually had cooler buff during that, though.
Hey Siri, play a Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson. That's all I had to say. I'm also so glad my Siri didn't just activate. Holy crap.
No, that would have been scary. Alright, two go down on the side of Half-Life. One going down on Vanussi. As the hammer is going to come in, they are going to be able to get traded out, but they're going to have to play it a lot safer right now as Vanussi trying to find some sort of push.
Yeah, we do see Potato with that Rapid Deco, seeing what they can do. The Suka is pops, trying to get some picks. One does go down. A lot of them in mid. Oh, one goes down, the Slosher.
Four is going to be able to get another power clam that could potentially work if they're able to find some sort of push. The Whale is going to come in as Potato. Going to try and apply a lot of pressure over onto this left side, moving back onto the flat. The spinner. One is going to go down. Both sloshers on both teams are going to go down. Two going down on Vanussi. Three going down on Vanussi with the slosher currently respawning. This could be the advantage for Half-Life. They are going to be able to jump in. The hammer not going to be able to get it. Or could have potentially play something, but no! The side wiper is going to get aggressive, but they're not going to be able to find much there.
Oh, that's a wipe!
On the side of Vanussi.
There's an immediate push. Are they going to get a lead from this? They pop the strikes.
Coming in, they're going to be able to potentially get one power clamp. They have a lot that they can do. They're going to get one in. They could. They
are going to get lead. They need one more. Twig. No.
They have one power clamp. Potato. Gonna try and find something. They only need one.
They can't. They can't get it.
Advantage. Oh, Potato.
Oh my God, Potato. Oh my God, Potato.
What are you doing? Are they going to be able to get one more?
Oh.
What was that?
Potato.
Potatoes is a madman. Oh my goodness. 40 seconds left.
So stressful.
This is literally so stressful. What is happening?
Dude, we're not even playing and we're probably even more stressed than then.
Literally, we were like watching it. We're like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
Oh my.
Literally
we got 20 seconds left in this game.
It's going to be two special.
Vanussi both need to make a push now. One is down on each side. Slosher's down. Zap's down. Light, seeing what they can do. Gets a pick there, but goes down. One down on each side. Azuka is charged. I think that's Twig.
They could potentially find something. What is currently down on the side of Half-Life. They had to be so careful.
That's Azuka. That's one Azuka kill.
Down. They have to be careful.
They gotta mount their push really quickly. Core does have a cooler. They gotta push this in now. They gotta go now.
Core!
Oh, Core! Oh, they're down! They're down!
They're gonna be able to stop it midway! The ball is currently left alone and Half-Life is gonna be able to take that!
We're going to game 5. Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh, dude.
What? What was that? Oh my god!
Why is it always when we're commenting together, the matches get so stressful?
I know.
What is it?
Oh my god.
Okay, can we just watch, like, Potatoes 5K with Rapid Deco, please?
That was seriously such an insane play from Potato. Oh my god, my voice is gonna be shredded after this.
Dude, mine's gonna be even worse tonight.
I want to see this push here. The hammer does go in. Core.
Dude, that was such a good attempt, though. I can't even deny.
It was.
Like, Core was schmoving.
Yeah.
And then they immediately go for that. And it looks like game 5. Dude, yeah, Potato. One.
Bonk.
There's one.
There's one.
Marker.
Yep, mark.
There's a second.
Get the.
Oh.
No.
Come on, keep it going.
Mark, get the second.
There's 2.
You get.
Boom. There's a 3rd.
And then they just push it even further. Gonna be able to get the pencil here.
There's a 4th.
Oh, miracle.
Oh, there was another, but yeah.
Core's flank here was absolutely brilliant in my
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's why I love going up there. No one looks up in video games.
Honestly, no, that's actually like a common thing. Like no one ever looks up.
My friend, one of my old coach was like, yeah, put beacons here. If you're playing a beacon weapon, put beacons there. No one looks up in video games.
Yeah, that's completely fair. I mean, that's also like a historical thing as well.
Yeah.
In fact, but as
Game 5 is Rainmaker Humpback.
Oh
Oh
god,
my god.
this one I feel like is definitely going to be the most intense out of all of them. Like,
What if they just did quad Trizuka and played too many Trizukas?
I want to see that, but at the same time, I don't.
Yeah.
I want to see something else, but let's just say that. Let's see.
If it's honestly, it's more fun when it's all Zuka rather than just some Zuka. But pretty similar. Oh, that's a V-scope. That's a V-scope.
That's a V-scope. We got a V-scope.
And pretty similar comp coming from Half-Life. Yeah, you got your V-scope. With the object shutter as well.
Let's go.
Hey, I had a splash. You had a V-scope.
Cue the.
But the thing is, this is in Game 5 of Grand Finals.
Cue the yippee.
Cue the yippee. Can we do soundboards on this?
I'm not going to.
Probably not. Nah, who cares?
I can't really do that just because Discord isn't really like the Discord soundboard is a little bit funky, but Half-Life already is such a strong lead right now. They are going to be able to potentially find one. The strikes are going to come in. One is currently being pressured pretty heavily. No!
Oh, the back!
Idiot! The Zap is still alive! They have to be careful. The Viper is going to try and push him. Viper going to be stuck in mid. The back almost finding
the
Core
back
there.
shot.
Ooh, Core is in such a.
Is Core going to be able to go around? Core might go around.
Oh my god, Core is actually able to get
Core is going around.
They are going to be able to get something there, but they are going to lose the Rainmaker, but at the same time, it's still... Oh, that's actually...
That is an easy check. That's an easy check. That is an easy check. That is like the only time you will see a team go left side.
Accurate, honestly. At the same time, Half-Life does have a little bit of advantage here because they do have the Rainmaker in their possession. Ori trying to find something there. They are going to be able to get the pick over onto the Viper. This is going to be a bit of an advantage for Half-Life as the strikes are going to come in to stop them midway. They are going to be able to get the checkpoint. One goes down.
They do get the check.
Taken out. Dusty is still alive. This is going to be a huge advantage if they can try and push it here. Two go down on the side of Half-Life, three on the side of Half-Life, and the Zap is the last one alive.
5th gen shot. Oh, I was like 5th gen chuck.
They're not going to
The
get
5th gen chuck did not work, sad.
They're not going to get the yeet this time.
No yeast.
No yeet.
Oh, gets one from the Rainmaker.
Shot from the Rainmaker there.
They're 2 down. Half-Life is 2 down. They've got lead. That's 3 down. Back. Are they gonna be able to get it?
Oh no, they are gonna be able to stop it midway. 2 are gonna go down. 3 going down on the side of Venice with the Viper currently respawning. They have to try and get him out of there. This is gonna be so.
They're gonna drop it down.
They're gonna drop it down as everybody is currently respawning. Everybody kind of back to the right side. They have
but that's the cooler. That's cooler offline for Half-Life. They're not gonna have a cooler.
They aren't, but at the same time, they could potentially find something as they're kind of getting everybody grouped up over onto one side. If the Rainmaker can get a good shot here, this could be crucial. One goes
This could
down,
be really close.
They could potentially find something here. They have to watch out for the charge.
Calm jaking. Calm jaking. They have the good vac use from Potato right there.
Yeah, that was a good vac use, but do they realize that there's still one on the flank here? Twig gonna be able to get the flank, but no fit. Twig is gonna be
They get the front. They get the sprint. They're not gonna be able to get all the way because Dusty's right there, but they get the sprint out.
3 going down on the side of Vanussi. Half-Life could potentially do something. This could potentially be the push that they need as 2 are currently respawning over on the side of Vanussi. Half-Life could potentially have a lot of advantage here, but at the same time, they need to pop their cooler. The cooler is going to come out. The Slosher does have the strikes. They can use that easily to get a little bit of advantage. The cooler provide the buff.
Both Wipers have stamp. Both Wipers have stamp.
Yeah.
Potato does have vac charge. Seeing what they can do.
They potentially come out.
One is down. Twig, very close.
Oh my gosh, this is getting so.
We just gotta breathe. Breathe.
They're all out of position. They have the specials.
Oh! Imagine if 5th gen got that tonight. If 5th gen got that, I would have lost it.
I'm about to have a heart attack. I swear to God.
I am too. Wait, are you gonna get lead?
Here.
Oh!
Something here too.
I gotta back up.
The Rainmaker and the Viper are
There's
the
2 down.
lost alive. They have to be careful. Twig is
Great pick on Twig.
Luna is currently up on the corner. They
They
have
have to go.
to go.
Core only has 8 seconds left. Are they gonna get it? Oh!
They have to provide the jumps. They have to provide the jumps.
And they get it down. And they get it down.
They do fall, but they are able to provide jumps for their team. They could potentially find something here.
That drop is enough to just. Potato.
Potato, what was its time?
I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I can't mentally take this right now.
I'm about to have a heart attack. Half-Life is on the ropes right now with the amount of pressure that they currently have. They had to be so careful. Half-Life has to try and get this. Bazooka is going to come out. They're not going to be able to find a pick. Core is currently up a little bit aggressive. They could potentially get the pop here. They are. Core going to be on that zip. The hammer is going to come out to go down on the side of Vanussi.
Oh my god.
Half-Life could potentially find it here. They have to be careful, though, because the vac is going to be directly above them. Going to potentially take it over on the corner. The vac going to go. It's going to get taken down.
Oh.
Bazooka going to
Popping it with Bazooka?
5th Gen is going to try.
5th Gen! That's the stop! Let's game!
Vanussi is going to take it with a small lead. Taking it over Half-Life, preventing the reverse sweep in the grand reset.
Vanussi goes 3-0 in grand final. Let's go even further. Vanussi goes 0-3 to Half-Life in winners finals. Fights their way through losers bracket. Gets back to the rematch. 3-0s in the first round. Gets to a game 5 and wins by 1 point.
Oh my god.
It is too good to be true.
Oh, that was so tense. Oh my god.
If I die here and that's the last set of Splatoon 3 that I commentated, I will be satisfied. Not even kidding.
I was about to say, that was like, Half-Life literally almost had it. I legit thought they were about to, especially once those 2 Rainmaker picks got down. But I'm sorry, that was such a smart usage of Core to take the rail instead of just like kind of waiting for it.
Yeah. Yeah, these two
right
picks
here.
right here. Getting that pick on Twig and then Luna, avoiding Potato's vac. I would have been an idiot and right into that vac and died. But 5th Gen's wiper, I think that was a double collat.
Clutch. Yeah, 5th Gen like was able to come in and get a collat, but
And Potato, oh my god. It's just peak cinema. This was peak cinema. This was peak Splatoon cinema.
honestly,
In my
but
eyes. This
that was a blast to comment.
Oh, yeah, that was
oh my
so
god,
fun.
but yeah, Vanussi gonna take it 3-2 in the grand final reset, preventing the reverse sweep from Half-Life. But yeah, that was, oh my god.
oh my I don't even have words anymore. I'm about to chug some water for like the next hour.
Yeah, I was about to say I should probably do the same. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. But yeah, if you guys would like to follow us, I'm J King. You can find me on Twitter at JKingCasts.
And I'm Drumar. You can find me on Twitter at Drumar_SPL.
And thank you guys so much for watching. And just a little announcement from the TO, but if you would like to sign up for any of these future tournaments, they are going to be up on Sendo.inc, and all the tournaments along with the finals are going to be hosted May 4th and 5th. With every qualifier being every Saturday of April. So yeah, if you guys would like to sign up, definitely feel free to. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. But I've been J King.
And I've been Drumar.
Have a good one.